Hello, hello. It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for joining for the quote unquote asterisk final BTS stream for the BTS month. But we're very excited. And of course, if you're new here, I am very new to BTS and we had a great month talking about them. And of course, I'm joined by my two lovely co hosts, Alex and Therese. How are you doing on this
Yeah,
Monday night?
doing
Pretty
good.
good. Pretty good. Excited to get into the last bit we have lined up here.
The modern era, yeah. Crazy. It's crazy we've
So
been doing this for an entire month.
I know I really want to know Brandon's opinions so far. How
Oh,
when you came into this journey,
okay,
how is
okay.
it different for you now? Like what were you thinking before
Ooh,
you started and what are you realizing you might have been
I
wrong
like this.
about
I like this.
now?
Okay. When I went into it, I didn't know what to expect because, like I said, my only knowledge of BTS is actually the current video we're going to be talking about, the videos we're listening to tonight, and I had a really sour taste about BTS to begin with because again, all I knew was like Butter, Dynamite, all these the like title tracks and I barely knew anything about BTS. All I knew was that they were Korean and I'm like, "Cool, I'm Korean. This is sick. I like that." Um but I knew beyond that I didn't really know anything else. And I think talking about their struggles as artists and their just being able to write from the heart, I think is just so impressive to me. And being able to kind of tap into a bunch of different genres, things that I wouldn't have expected them to write in. I have been pleasantly surprised, and I feel like I have turned a new leaf about BTS. So I appreciate the fact that I don't, I guess for me as a surface level dweller of BTS now, I think I have like I never understood why they got so much hate as a like group, and
Mhm.
now even more so I feel like I don't understand why they've gotten so much hate as a group because I think they have so much talent, and I would hope that if somebody is new and they had watched for this entire month, like I hope that they take away a positive experience that you should never judge a book by its cover. So I
Mhm.
think it's cool. I like that.
Yeah. I I went into this month fully intentional. I had a goal. My goal was to basically figure out why certain people don't like BTS and why certain people do like BTS
That's
because they're
fair.
in such a strange niche where they're really really popular. People use them for clout all the time, but most of the general public is not willing to give it more than just what they hear from around them. Like they
Sure.
aren't willing to dive into it. They aren't willing to figure out who the members are because at that point you're just becoming a full-on stan. I understand a lot of the barrier of entry is with the fandom, and
Sure. Yeah.
I think I understand even more now how that fandom has traveled, I guess, is a kind word to use.
Sure, sure,
But
sure, sure.
it's such a diverse fandom that there's a lot of people with different opinions, and
Yeah.
I fully respect that. I just don't know why it has to be so complicated when we all like BTS, you know? Like in at the end of the day, whether you're a solo stan, whether you're OT7, whether you like their live performances more or like their studio performances more or studio versions more, we all like BTS. So we should be more compatible than I think what the fandom has split into of these different factions. But I think I figured out why they live in such a strange niche. I think they are one of the most personal artists of their
Mm,
time. And in a way that Taylor Swift is a very personal artist, which is why she has such a following. And but BTS has a language barrier. So people don't know that. They only know the things that they're able to engage with, which are
sure.
like Dynamite, Butter. Um, And I think I didn't realize before, but I realize now that not everyone is willing to engage with a personal artist. Not everyone is willing to feel things for them. So, with that in mind, I think we're ready to get into the BTS that most people know. And a lot of the fandom that we've been interacting with have entered around these times, myself included. Uh, I'm going to list off the songs that we have for today, and this playlist is set. We are not adding any songs today because we just don't have the time, guys.
That's right, Therese. Put your foot down.
This is it. This is it. We all had our chances. You guys gave us some great suggestions, and we checked them out as we went along. Really appreciate that. You can keep sending us suggestions. We just won't check them out for quite a bit. We're gonna keep moving on. So today we have Mic Drop, the Steve Aoki remix MV.
Let's go.
We have Fake Love, Idol. We have the Idol performance at MMA. We have Boy with Love, Black Swan, the performance on Jimmy Fallon, on Kinetic Manifesto film, Dynamite, Life Goes On, Butter, Yet to Come, and Run BTS. I didn't know which one to put. One before the other, Yet to Come, or Run BTS. I don't know.
It's all good.
I might switch them. I might put Run BTS before Yet to Come, because Yet to Come is it's a good final song. It's the culmination.
Sure.
So that's it for today. That will be all we check out. I didn't add Permission to Dance. I realize. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Like, we only had room for 11 songs and I put 12. So we really can't add any more. So I wasn't willing to take any of the ones I have now off. Sorry.
I'll do a separate video. I'll do a separate video for that.
You don't have to promise anything, but
I got it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it for the homies.
No promises, but I think the general sentiment here is the playlist is set, but we will continue doing BTS stuff, of course, over time. It'll just be more sporadic, and it'll be like less of a dedicated month or a dedicated week. It'll kind of just be like, hey, we have some time, let's do a BTS catch up, or hey, we're gonna do viewer submissions or like random submissions, let's catch up on or like submit some BTS stages or something. So I think if people are feeling like we have missed things that are really important, or we didn't get to something that we definitely should have, this is not like we're not closing the book on BTS.
Yes.
Just closing this specific month of BTS.
Yeah. And
go ahead, Therese.
Like I was telling Brandon earlier, I actually did the math on this. Guys, including this playlist that we're about to listen to, we would have listened to 73 different BTS songs, which is about 20% of their current discography. And obviously, that leaves a lot of room of songs that we missed.
Yeah.
They have too much music. What can we say? That's even just in their official releases, not even including the special stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys, all of the love that we've gotten for this crazy, crazy time. And I have a lot more prepared for today than I did for the last two videos. I was a little frazzled with splitting up the lore, and that was kind of a last minute decision on my part. But
hey, you crushed it though.
Yeah, we've got the book back, and we're gonna get into some of the crazy, crazy eras. Anything else you guys want to say before I?
I got something to plug. We have a Discord these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do.
We made a Discord. It is kind of a community Discord. It's not like a specific BTS Discord. It's not a specific K-pop or group Discord. It's kind of a community Discord. People are hanging out. Some of the people in chat are already in. People on Patreon got early access to it. People are talking about anime,
all the shit,
video games, K-pop stuff.
Yeah,
we're kind of workshopping our playlists and our plans in the channel in there as well. So it's been pretty cool. People have been hanging out. It's been a good time. I am gonna link it in chat here, and it will be in the YouTube description. We can do that as well. So feel free to join, hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We get to know everybody, so it's very, very sick. Always stoked. Oh,
Yeah.
Alex got multiple
Very
times
fun.
here, but I got
Oh yeah,
All right.
spammed it.
it's all right. I pinned one of them, so it's good. No, I wanted to say truly thank you to everyone that has shown up for the live streams. I was very concerned starting out this because obviously BTS is such a big group and obviously for good reason. And I want to first and foremost give a massive thanks to Therese for putting the month together. She has like really pioneered this, so I wanted to just give her flowers because honestly this month wouldn't have happened without her. So please go show her some love in the comments. Truly, like I said, I can tell you working behind the scenes, Therese crushed it. So I gotta give her the love. But yeah, it's been great. Honestly, it's been such a fun community thing, and hopefully we're able to do it well for you guys. So like I said, like Alex said, we do plan on doing some more stuff. Just might not be a full dedicated stream. Feel free to give us some suggestions on the wheel if you come to hang out with us on a weekly basis. You get channel points. You can accrue those channel points to again give us songs that we may or may not have heard of. So, we have like I think Therese said in the last stream, like 350 songs from BTS, and we have only gotten through 70 of them. So
and then they're releasing more.
And they're releasing more. So feel free to add them to the wheel. That is the best way to, give us some more suggestions for BTS if you feel so inclined. And again, hopefully join us for other streams. I would love for people to have their horizons broaden. That is like my biggest goal for doing any of these streams, and hopefully you'll find an artist that you love. So thanks for joining for BTS, but we hope you join for more. So we have plans for other groups. Cough cough IU potentially soon. So I know it feels like very befitting to do IU next. So we might be moving on that train. So very excited.
Alex posted the playlist in Discord for Oh My Girl for you guys to comment on and add any extra B-sides.
Yes, I'm workshopping the Oh My Girl playlist.
Yeah, so come hang out.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the obligatory statement we've been using. The intent of these videos is to inform and discuss BTS as musical artists. If you're curious about K-pop or BTS, if you are an avid fan or an avid critic, as long as we're respectful of one another, all are welcome. Just be respectful as always. Okay. So we're in the recent eras of BTS. And I say recent, but we're starting with Mic Drop, which was what, like 2017? And that feels
it's not that recent, but
so long ago.
Recent. Yeah.
Recent.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty huge turning point for BTS. This is around the time that they started getting on the radio. I think DNA actually charted on the Hot 100, their very first song to chart on the Hot 100. So let's briefly talk about radio play and Billboard. Briefly. Okay. The Billboard Hot 100 is a chart that is a weekly chart meant for showing the most popular songs across all genres. This is a thing that they created for us to know what's popular regardless of your taste preferences. It's a huge deal to get on it. So, how do you get on the chart? It all has to come down to sales, radio play, and streaming numbers. Those three things. Around 2017, 2018, Billboard was having to workshop this formula because there were different weights on those three items that made certain things be more important. And this was the time when people started moving from buying CDs to streaming music. Huge shift in the music industry. So, and streaming could be anything from YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I think TikTok is also included now. But all of these weights and everything are trade secret to Billboard. We don't know exactly what the formula is. We just know that those three things are important to get on the Hot 100. So, how did BTS get on the Hot 100? Everyone's asking. Obviously they had the streaming and the sales numbers. That's a huge like K-pop culture thing. Nothing new there. But they weren't able to get on the radio because they don't have a radio deal. And if you don't know what a radio deal is, basically if you have like a big let me go straight to my notes. If you
It's like a contract, essentially. Like,
yeah, it's a contract with music labels, usually very big music labels,
Yeah.
because it costs money.
Mhm.
And having that contract will either require a certain number of spins, or it will just put the song in the DJ's hands, you know?
Correct. Yeah.
So but like BTS didn't have like a Western label until around 2017, 2018. They signed with Columbia Records as like a distributor. And now the radio stations had the songs, but they weren't playing them because they were in Korean, and Korean songs don't get radio play. That's just a thing. So how did they get on the radio? How did they end up getting radio spins to be able to get on the Hot 100? I'll tell you the secret, guys. This is major, major secret. Don't tell anyone. Armies called the radio stations and requested that they would play a BTS song.
Hey,
Did you know you could do that?
You can in fact do that.
You can call the radio station and be like, I'd like to hear this song. Could you play it for me? Or you could be like, I'm about to propose to my boyfriend and I want him to hear BTS when I propose. I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe they're both ARMY. But yeah, you could do that. And that was a huge way that they started getting radio play, and other people would hear them, and then other people would request it. And it started snowballing a lot in that effect. I was one of those people. I was listening to the radio
What?
and I was like, damn, what is this song? And they said, mic drop, blah, 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 by BT something or another. And I was like, oh, I didn't get the name of that band. Oh, it was so good.
Wow.
Well,
Huh.
let me go try and look them up on Spotify. And did I find them? No, I ended up finding B1A4, which is another great group.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
And I did not end up standing BTS at that moment. It didn't come until much later. And I was like, God damn it, this was the song I was looking for.
Wow. Oh my god.
So yes, radio play is a huge deal.
Radio play
I
is.
I had no idea that Mic Drop was the song that they got on the radio.
They
I did
got
not know
yes,
they were on the radio
that
at
was
that
the
point.
first song that they got on the radio, and it was purely from armies calling in and I think one of the radio hosts actually said his daughter was a huge fan, and she would like beg and plead him to play it on the station, and so he did. And then he
It's a
created
powerful
this
army.
microcosm. Yeah. He like huge deal. This is part of the reason why they started popping off, but
Yeah,
obviously they were on the organic growth path. Anyway. So, they're under Columbia Records, either during DNA or during this time where we're about to see mic drop, and I'm excited for you to hear it, Brandon. I'm excited for everyone to hear it and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I heard this on the radio, or oh yeah, or maybe you'll have that moment that I did. It was truly a humbling experience.
I definitely don't. I don't listen to the radio really ever, so it makes sense why I would miss that being on the radio and
Right.
any other songs they'd have being on the radio. But I definitely can agree with this song definitely having a big turning point vibe about it, like regardless of radio play. I think it definitely is like a to me at least, like being familiar with them prior to this song definitely was like a little bit of like a turning point, I think, for my relationship to BTS. Whereas like this was a song that I could show anybody who has never even heard of K-pop, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is really good."
Right.
Oh, okay.
And also Noel Jungkook says they were one of the people calling up radio stations requesting, still do
Hey.
it to this day. Fight the good fight.
Hey, let's go. Let me go.
Very nice.
Care Bear also mentioned we would send thank you gifts if they did play them, even if it was at 1 a.m. I remember hearing that from my local radio station. They were like, we played BTS the other day and someone sent us flowers, so thank you for that. And I was like, yeah, you did.
Wow.
Let's go.
That's what you get. Love Yourself era was a completely different time. It was literally just spreading love. Love, 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 love. And that's where we are in the discography now.
I will say now Therese has unlocked my ability to now buy BTS vinyl, and that is a problem. So
Oh
thank
no.
you for that. I feel like I have to. They have to be a part of
Rough.
my collection now, you know? So
That's so interesting to me, like the power that fandoms have when they kind of can like culminate and like work as like a hive mind on certain things.
that's so sick, though.
Because I've never really put it together about like the demanding radio play or like the mass calling and stuff, because I think about groups like Luna, who had a lot of radio play with their Starlight, I think. But, like when I go into my local Wawa, the convenience store, if you're not from the Northeast.
Northeast, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I still hear Starlight by Luna playing on the radio in Wawa, which is like crazy to me. Like I wonder, I think of like, how did that happen? How am I still hearing this kind of like a little bit niche song, K-pop song on the radio? But then I think like, oh, they have a really strong fandom. That makes sense.
Yeah,
they probably, you know, had a goal and like, you know, got the fandom together and made, you know, strides, and it's pretty impressive. It's cool that BTS did that with Mic Drop, because I had no idea that they were on the radio prior to Dynamite, I think.
They were able to do it, but it wasn't, you know, it was definitely just due to the fans. So yeah.
Ooh, well, very excited. Well, we've been teasing this enough, so I feel like we got to get into it. So let's get into Mic Drop. Let's go. It's time.
My bias in BTS.
My favorite member of BTS, Steve Aoki. It's Ajushi Aoki.
누가 내 수저 더럽대 I don't care 마이크 잡은 금 수저 여러 배 버럭해 잠못 익은 것들 새끼 여러 개 거두벌 씹어 죽겠어 에이 저녁에 Right best name 핵심 섭외 els니 맷진 많지 않지 이 클래스 같이 만기 동향의 악진 반칙 마이크 번지 black 전진 망할 것 같았겠지만 I'm fine sorry 미안해 billboard 미안해 worldwide 아들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마 대신해줘 네가 못한 협력 우리 콘서트 절대 없어 hold on I do it 너 말 없는 라다 do it 후배가 아프다면 고소해 소리
Love this pre-chorus. like this.
Down with the vibe. Every day we vibing. Mic drop, bam. DJ see my bag. DJ see my bag. Color trophies on this holiday. What you think about it? What you think about it? Better come my haters how to say. Come and follow me with your stranger. I'm so fiery for your danger. Keep on running until I catch you. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Another troopy, my head's carrying. Too many that I can't even count them. Somebody stop me, I'm gonna pop off. Too busy, you know my body ain't there.
All right. Ooh. All right. Very sick. That was BTS Mic Drop. If you're just joining us tonight. Kudos, kudos, kudos,
Almost.
kudos.
Blew out my car speakers.
Good reasoning, I'd say, arguably.
Oh yeah.
Very cool, very cool. I guess I'll go first. I
Yeah,
want to
please.
preface that I had semi heard this song already. I saw someone else in chat. I think it was D Incredible. We went to a K-pop night for my birthday, and this song played, and I was like, "Yo, what song is this?" And Alex was
Naturally,
like,
I had to.
and Alex was like, "Oh, this is Mic Drop by BTS," and I was like, "Oh, a group we may cover in the future." And wouldn't you have it, we did. So it only took like 3 months, but we did it. So cooking.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't go to a K-pop club night and not hear the song. So
It's
it
true.
was,
That's
it was
fair.
unavoidable.
That was unavoidable, yeah. So, but I will say, studio version, much better. I liked it. Not to say in the club environment it doesn't go incredibly hard, but it in fact does go really hard. But yeah, I like this one a lot. I love just that it starts out high intensity and just continues at that high intensity level, and you get a little reprieve in that bridge section, which is actually probably my favorite part of the song. I just love that transition from Jin to Jungkook. Chef's kiss, that was so great. But as well as that, I think the song is just super hard. I feel like RM's verse was probably my favorite. Just, I don't know, man. He's got that aggression, and it just like that like little bit of rasp, and it's just like man delivers. So
Yeah.
I
yeah,
agree.
this was fantastic. I'm glad I was actually able to hear it for real.
Yeah. The song just, I feel like it brings me back to a very specific like place in my K-pop history where I just like remember sitting on the couch and like pulling up YouTube and like everyone passed the remote around like pulling up a
Yeah, yeah.
song whatever,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
they're all pulling up like I don't know, like metal bands and like trap songs and stuff, and like every time the remote comes to me they're like, oh, he's gonna pull up another K-pop song, and then I hit him with this and they're like, all right, maybe it's not that bad, maybe I can get into it. I specifically
Oh,
remember
so
selling
good.
a lot of my friends on the idea of K-pop with this song.
Mhm.
Specifically I think paying more attention to the lyrics this time, because I usually just listen to the song rather than I've seen the video, but I usually don't like watch it and watch the lyrics. My favorite line was the your tasteless ratatouille. 100% a favorite line. That is so good. I also like that it's just kind of like a flex on your haters song. I really liked RM's
Mm.
Haters gonna hate, players gonna
Mhm.
play, live your life, good luck.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I love that a lot. I also really agree with Brandon about his verse with like the autotune and RM like yelling and having that like aggression in his voices. I feel like something we don't always hear from him, which is really cool to like throw in a really trap heavy EDM kind of song like this. I feel like it's really fun. And I guess to touch on it real briefly, I feel like the choreo for this song is really iconic as well.
Oh yeah.
Whenever somebody hears a song, if you're familiar with it or you're like a army, I feel like everyone is doing the choreo in their head, right?
Oh yes. 1000%.
Like the choreo for that, I think the second part of the chorus, or like the another trophy part where they're all kind of doing the arm thing and it's like the
Mhm.
waterfall move.
Yeah.
You can't stop me from doing that every time it comes on.
So
It's so good.
It is
I
so good.
particularly like the performance that they did on SNL, which was crazy for me because I
Okay.
love watching SNL, and actually seeing them perform on SNL. I was like, they made it, guys. This is the peak. This is the top. This is the best they'll do. No, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm here for this moment.
Sure, yeah.
And then like they go on to, be nominated and perform at the Grammys. And
Yeah.
oh, okay, SNL seems like a literally small stage at this point. Which it is. It's a very small
It is a
stage.
tiny stage, yeah.
And seeing the 7 of them tear it up, it was crazy. It was crazy, guys. Yeah, the body rolls, oh, they were so good. I love the choreo for this, but I don't personally know like any K-pop choreo. I think the only choreography I know is Psy's That with Suga, and I know like the chorus part, purely because I was tired of going to K-pop events and not being able to participate in the random dance play, and
That's
I
fair,
always
yeah.
know that song's gonna come on. So this is one that I try to do the choreo, but I don't actually know it. I'm just like mic drop, something with my hands over here.
I also feel like I have to mention this because we have obviously surpassed the 5,000 sub goal, but I will be streaming myself learning the dances on stream. So come hang out. I'm going to try to learn some BTS live. It's going to be chaotic as fuck. So if you want to watch me learn, I will plan out a date so everybody can come hang out, but that is what I will be trying to learn it live, so you can watch me fuck it up, mess it up, clip it, whatever, do whatever you want. I'm gonna look like the clown idiot, but it's all right.
I want Alex to be there
can't
just
wait.
standing and pretending to judge you like Lisa.
I'll be the voice of the chat. You guys, while he's
Disapproved.
dancing, I will read comments and I will be your voice.
I want you to be like the manager in the corner that's like, they say you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
They say that's wrong too.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, me and Brandon live in the same house.
We do.
I don't
We
know
do,
if we ever mentioned that.
Yes.
So I will walk up into his room and antagonize him, and I will be the voice of the people.
Oh
It'll
God,
be very
no.
fun.
This is not good. I don't like this. This is too much power. You're giving too much power to Alex, and I don't know if I'd like that hourly evaluation. He should come in. Honestly, it would be hilarious if I got a knock on the door and he has a clipboard and he's writing down like shit on the clipboard, and I don't know what it says, but it would just be funny if he's just like, "All right, he's kind of at a 5 right now. I feel like he could do it a little bit better," and then just starts like hitting me.
No, I'm gonna go full on monthly evaluation on you.
Yeah.
Oh, monthly
I'm gonna go.
evaluation.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Like you used to seeing on the competition shows.
Yeah, like the competition, like the judges, like, you expect to get a passing grade with this? Have you not been working since I've been gone?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to make this a monthly stream thing where I just learn K-pop
not
dances.
literally monthly, just like
No, just that style.
It would be really funny though if I did one stream a month where I learn a new K-pop routine.
Yeah?
If you want to see that, let me know. That'd be great. Let me know. Comment down below. But oh my God, very stoked. Oh my God. So yeah, thanks for chat for letting that rock. But Cool.
All right.
I also
Before
I was gonna ask
yeah.
Therese if you happen to know how Steve Aoki and BTS wind up coming up with this like obvious collaboration together.
Well, they've worked together before.
Oh,
Do you know
okay.
the song "Wasted on Me"?
No,
Oh, you might if you heard it.
I probably
But
have. Yeah.
I think Steve Aoki reached out to them because he was a fan, and he was like, "Hey, can you feature on my track?" And they did.
Oh,
So they were already connected before this.
very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if they like happened to like each other's music and we're just like, hey, I think we should just
Oh, I'm
collab.
sure that's it too. But no, I think Steve Aoki is the instigator in this situation.
Ooh.
He also produced Truth Untold. Actually, yeah, I don't know if that was the beginning or I don't know when Wasted on Me released, honestly. But there was a documentary where I think Suga went to Steve Aoki's house, and he was going to a bunch of celebrities' houses, like Halsey's and everyone, that a lot of his like friends. And when he went into Steve Aoki's house, Steve Aoki had a ton of like BTS posters
No, he
and
did
merch
not.
shelf. Yes, and Suga was over here like, oh. Oh, this is awkward. He's like, did you make this? And he's like, yeah, man, I commissioned it. I really wanted like something. And he was like, ah. It was very obvious. Like, I did not expect to walk into a fan's home.
He put like sheets over top. He's like, don't look. He's like,
and you could tell that stuff was up there collecting dust. Like it's been there, and like he didn't just pull it out for Suga. No,
he had it set up. Yeah, he was ready.
Yeah,
he was like,
he's a true fan.
Yes.
He's a true fan.
Yeah, he's like, yes, my shrine has been is working. They have finally come into my home and have seen my BTS shrine. I'm so stoked. He is a certified fan.
Yeah.
Big salute,
Steve
Steve
Aoki
Aoki.
of Benihana fame.
My dad.
All right. So the next song we're gonna do is "Fake Love,"
Ooh.
and this is a quote. Oh, okay. I'll put that at the end because it's the intention of the song behind it, and I want you to come up with your own intentions first. But this is in the Love Yourself series. This is the second album title track. So Love Yourself Her had DNA as the title track.
Ooh.
And that was about the thrill and excitement of love. Love Yourself Tear, which is this song's title track, is about the sadness and pain that comes with love.
Aw.
Yeah.
I also want to answer some comments real quick. Lady Jezebel, I don't usually dance, so that's why this is going to be incredibly difficult. And dang, you're correct. Yeah, I do want to meet Jimin, so you're correct. Correct. Accurate. 1000%. Just want to clarify those things.
If I can make one comment on Fake Love, this is my favorite BTS song. I just want to put it out there.
Ooh,
let's go. All right, cool. Let's get into Fake Love then.
Okay, Brandon, we all do get in line. Fair.
Accurate though, for real. What number am I? Can you tell me?
Dude, I don't think you want to know.
Okay, fair enough.
In the millions.
Hey, there's my guy.
사랑만을 완벽하게 내 모든 점들은 다 숨겨지게 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어 Like you're so bad, like you're so bad 나 위해 예쁜까지 쓸 빚어내 Love you so mad, love you so mad 날 지원해 그냥 이대로 해 Like you're so bad, like you're so bad 나 위해 예쁜까지 쓸 빚어내 Love you so mad, love you so mad 날 지원해 그냥 이대로 해 I'm so sick of this fake love, fake love, fake love I'm so sorry but it's fake love, fake love, fake love Why you stop? I don't know 난 몰라 웃어봐 사랑해 말해봐 나를 봐 나조차 또 버린 나 너조차 이해할 수 없는 나 낯설다 하는 네가 좋아하던 나로 변한 내가 아니라 하는 예전에 네가 잘 알고 있던 내가 하는 게 뭐가 난네 멀었어 사랑은 너가 살아 It's so fake love I don't know, I don't know, I don't know why 나도 날 모르겠어 I just know why Cause it's a fake love, fake love, fake love
Oh, water. Let's go.
Sick. That shot is just gorgeous.
Nice harmonies.
사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지게 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어
All right, that was "Fake Love" by BTS. If you're just joining us, very cool, very cool.
Absolutely sick.
I love this song. This is great. I think there's a lot of cool, like, nuancy sort of things in this song that I really appreciate, and I believe I had mentioned it in the last BTS video we had done, but I appreciate the fact that, like, as they have grown as artists, their production team has also grown as producers and, like,
And
conceptually
the directors of the music video.
directors of
Yeah.
the music video, like, their whole team has kind of grown, and you can tell with, like, each release it's just so impressive to not only watch on a visual perspective and looking at the MVs, but at the same point the music has gotten, like, so much more interesting, so much more chill, and but at the same time I think there's a lot more, like, layering going on. You can hear, like, different vocal stacking that I really appreciate, that maybe in previous eras of BTS there weren't as much, but I think the, like, nuanced layering in this song specifically is really great. I like whoever's doing that like fake love melody. I'm pretty sure it's
Mm-hmm.
Jimin.
I think it switches
But
between
it's such
Jimin
a
and Jin.
yeah. I feel like Therese is correct in having a Jin bias because man, Jin he's a sleeper hit for me, you know? And I feel like at each stream we go through, I'm just like, you know what? Jin kind of there though, you know.
Oh yeah.
Jin's moving up the ranks too. So I think I am OT7. If anybody was curious on where I stand on these, cannot
It
decide.
changes.
Cannot decide. But I thought this was great. I really enjoy that a lot. I also appreciate that like little bit of cut to have that like music video play out a little bit more. I think it gives you that sort of like awareness in the music video, but then at the same time, I think it's a nice little reprieve. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, overall, this was again a very sick track. I'm excited to listen to again more of BTS's catalog. I feel like this album is gonna be like chef's kiss. So
It is.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited to dive into that one a little bit more. But yeah, this is great. Like the production on this more specifically was like so good. I also like the little bit of guitar in there. I thought that was great. And one of another standout member, Suga, I loved his rap in this song. This was like, oh, so good. Crushed it. So yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, man, where do I start with this song? I think what Okay, let me start with the instrumental. I think the instrumental for this is it's very up my alley. I think generally most people probably like it, but it has this like minor tonality trap with a lot of like guitar and like really like reverbed out like piano and like acoustic guitar textures in it, and then it has these really nice strings that come in, and then there's parts of the song that almost have like a synth wave-ish arpeggiated synth that kind of like comes in and out. It's really cool. It just does a lot of mixing of everything that I like in instrumentals generally. I like that it's sort of like a depressing trap song.
Yeah,
like
yeah. It's a little emo, yeah, for sure.
I don't know how else to describe it. I mean that in like the best way possible. Because the song is sad, right? Like the song is definitely, it's not like a happy song. It's not like a flexing on your haters like Mic Drop was. It's very different. And I think one of the reasons that I might like this so much is that the video, I think, does such a good job of like accentuating that.
Agreed. Yeah.
It does a really good job of painting a picture of like what they're going through and like what the lyrics are trying to depict. Not only being like shot super well, obviously like we saw the solo shots, the group shots in that big like hall. I don't know exactly what the building was. It's so beautifully directed, and like the shots really like make you kind of, I don't know, they're very like awe-inspiring shots, especially the solo shots.
Oh yeah.
This is like one of the few cases where I think the break in the song has added to it rather than taken away. Which is like never my take. I hate breaks in songs. If you guys are not have only been here for like the BTS stuff, I criticize every song that has like a long break in the video because I'm like, oh, my immersion. I don't want to, you know, what are we doing? Why'd you break up my song? What is this for? This song is like, I needed that break. I needed that solo shot. I needed like the impact of like the water rushing in and the explosion. And all it does is like sell the song more for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think BTS were one of the people that started popularizing breaks in songs for dramatic effect. Let us know if there was a group that was doing it before BTS or did it in a really great way. I know there's lots of music videos that I like that do that, but I do remember BTS being one of the first few.
I would agree. Yeah.
I think the choreography for the song is iconic. Like that move where I don't know how to explain without like showing that move where they do like the arm thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get it.
The puppet
Yeah,
arms.
yep. During the chorus, I love that. I think the choreo in general is amazing for the song. I feel like I've watched more practices and like performances of the song than any other. And I guess the last thing I'll comment on that I think is just the cherry on top is the individual performances themselves, especially the rappers. I think did a really good job of matching the mood of the song, and their verses are really like tasteful and don't really detract from the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think a lot of rappers and in general, I guess in K-pop as well, can kind of lose sight of the theme or the mood of the song when it comes to like throwing in a rap verse. But I
Mhm.
think this is a really good example of like matching the mood and adding value to the song.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, sorry, I rambled a lot, but that all cultivates
You
in
love
this.
it so much.
You love
I
it
do
so
love it a
much,
lot.
yeah.
This is my passion project for the night. So that all, cultivates and in this being my personal favorite BTS song. Now,
Mhm.
to be fair, I have not heard all 300 something BTS songs, so I'm open to that changing at some point, but that's where I'm at right now.
I think you guys got it fully. I think this is a perfectly executed music video song combination, and it was like one of those fully in-house BTS team productions. Like the production was P-Dog and Him and Bang. The lyricist was RM. The music video was shot by Lumpens, which had only been working with BTS at this point. And they knew exactly what every single moment needed. And I think the Love Yourself era was so perfectly orchestrated that there were definitely storyboards, like multiple revisions going through. For me, I love the production, but I love specifically the sound profile that they make in this song, because those really, really deep bass notes that are going on during the chorus and throughout a lot of the song, they're paired perfectly with the honestly really high notes, because this is a high song for BTS to sing.
Yeah.
I don't know if any army has had this realization when they tried to sing it like in karaoke or something, and then they're like, oh my god, my voice. And that's like I have a higher register because I am feminine, so I'm already like I'm already so impressed that they're able to reach these notes. But the highness of the notes and of their vocals pairing with the deepness of the bass, it creates that perfect like V sound profile. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. I'm a huge like audiophile, and I always love having the highs and the lows at the same
yeah.
volume, because it's just so much fun to listen to songs like that. And this one was candy. It was absolute candy to my ears. When I was getting into their discography, this song would get stuck in my head the most because it's so addictive. Like it has that addictive quality to
I
it.
agree. Yeah.
Some people mentioned it in the chat, and I will now bring up the official intention as per Beyond the Story, BTS's 10-year record. Fake Love is not as the title would suggest about fake love, as the opening lyrics convey. The song is about the intentions and concerns of a person hiding their pain before the one they love, trying to show them only the best of themselves. So do I have a favorite part of the music video? It's got to be Jimin when he's standing there and the water comes rushing down.
Yeah.
Like this beautiful, beautiful shot. Oh my god, so good. But this is an interesting intention for their song, and I think around this album as a whole, which is very much about the sadness and pain that comes with love. and whether that's you're losing love or you are so in love that you start losing parts of yourself. Everyone's experienced that differently. But BTS were in a very hard place at this point in time. So we're entering 2018, which coincidentally is when I joined the fandom, but also is a huge year for BTS. 2018 was contract renewal time. And we've talked about like contracts in K-pop before where like you only have 7 years, you have to do well, or like that's it. And generally boy groups end up being okay to renew a contract. So there wasn't a ton of well, the debate was for BTS whether they renew their contract or not, because they had such a rocky 7-year contract, which ended up only being 5 years as active idols because they didn't debut until 2013. But their growth had been unprecedented. So there's this really tear-jerking speech that Jin was giving when they accepted an award for this album, because it's a beautiful album. Go check it out. He starts talking about how they were thinking about breaking up, and he starts tearing up as he's accepting the award, and he's like, we didn't think that we were going to stay together. We didn't think that we were going to put out this album. We couldn't, and this is a quote from J-Hope on this matter from the book. He said, "We couldn't concentrate during practice. This wasn't the kind of people we were at all. I really believe that time to be a crisis. At the end of the day, we had to go on stage and we had to work. We were in a stupor." So they refer to this album as the album that like almost didn't make it out into the world. And it's so like fitting that they were having those moments when they were like, do I want to keep being a singer? While they were working on an album that was about, do I want to stay in love, or do I want to keep this love going? Because they're experiencing at this point, as you can tell, they're having a lot of haters. They're having like people that are trying to bar them from the industry. Like the system was never made for them. So how are they supposed to continue on? But the fans were giving them so much support that they felt like there wasn't even a question. They were like, we have to, because ARMY is there, because ARMY's going to do whatever they can for us. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to think that they were going through all of that. But they also talk about how in the Beyond the Storybook, they talk about how this ended up being a time of like really overcoming a lot together as 7 people. And they went from being coworkers to being like a family, because they were the only ones that knew what this was like. At this point, they were starting to break records that no one in K-pop had considered. Like Psy was the biggest record breaker at first. He was a soloist. BTS were able to go through all of this together. So it fully cemented them. They're like, you know what? We're staying together, and we're a group. We're a full group. We're never going to be anything but the full 7 group. It's so cool. It's so crazy. But they re-signed their contract. So we have them until, well, we have them. They keep saying they're going to keep going for a long time, but their contract ends in 2025.
Oh, wow.
What happens in 2025, guys?
Yeah, who knows?
I mean, they come back from the military is what happens.
Yeah. I was going to say.
But they'll probably go through the contract negotiations before they come back. I expect them to continue. If anything, there's no way that Big Hit could let them go. Like they will start giving them everything in the world before they let them go, in my opinion. It would
be very stupid of them to let them go, I think.
Oh, did they pre-renew? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
All right, everybody's saying they signed. I think,
thank God. I was over here like, 2025. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have expected anything else. All right, so sadness. Definitely check out this album. It's got some of the best music ever. It's got a song about Pluto on here. It's got a song about Magic Shop, which is like a I don't know how to explain it. It's also got some. It's like a whole way to reorient your thinking so that you're in a happy place. It's got a really fun song called Anpanman. Listen to the whole album.
Ooh.
Absolutely. All right.
Maybe I'll do like a fan voted poll on Patreon for me to do like a listening party for like one album from BTS. So come hang out on Patreon. Let me know. That'd be really sick. If not, I'll also ask Discord as well. But very cool. Also, I forgot to say, Heavenly Divine, thanks for subbing for 6 months. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
cool. Very
nice.
cool. All right, cool. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one. Therese, looks like we have lined up is Idol. So do I need to know about this one in any capacity?
Oh yeah, so this is the title track on the next Love Yourself series album, Love Yourself Answer. It's about the acceptance of oneself and all parts of love.
Oh,
So
okay. Cool.
enjoy love, experience love, and then accept love.
Oh, all right. Let's go. It looks like it's the normal version, Sarah, if I had to guess.
Aw.
If I had to guess, I don't know. Therese could have surprised us.
Can't call me artist, can't call me idol. 아님 어떤 다른 뭐라 해도 I don't care. I'm proud of it. 난 잘없네. 너무 알았네. 나는 항상 나였길. 손가락질 해. 나는 전혀 신경 쓰지 않네. 나는 역할은 내야.
I always forget how much the editor cooked with this video.
Oh, it is deep fried
Yeah.
purposely.
This snare is so odd. I like it though. All right. Hey, it's Hobie Gang. Let's go. Be cooking. sax sample. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That was BTS Idol. If you're joining us tonight. Very sick. Very sick.
Whew.
And we're about to watch the MMA performance of
Oh!
this. But let me know your thoughts
Doubling
on the
up.
track.
Let's go. Let's go. First of all, you got to get the elephant out of the room. This music video, I felt like I was on some drugs.
It's a
Yeah.
trip. It's a trip.
It is a trip. It is a trip.
Oh,
I also
yeah.
like the giant Fortnite versions of BTS just hanging out in that one scene of the music video. I was like, damn, okay. That's some real flexing right there, you know? But no, the music video and the song itself, man, I was very curious on how it was gonna go just because it started off I think the build was really cool. Then we got this interesting I don't know if it's offbeat snare, but there was definitely something about it that was a little odd timing, but I think it really worked out really well. Then we get into that insane chorus. Holy shit. That was so much fun. I feel like this one pops off live, and I would imagine so because we're going to be watching it in just moments from now. But great stuff. I also really enjoyed J-Hope's verse. I thought they crushed it so much. I feel like Hobie is got my heart sometimes, you know. I see him in the MVs
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, damn, okay.
I know.
I feel that. I feel the tug. But really great stuff. I also really appreciate the bridge in this song. It's a nice change of pace. And of course, the double up of you start off with Jimin and then you go into Jin. Just the way that Jin looked into the camera, I was like, God, why are you staring through my soul right now? You know? And then we get into that hype, Festa type vibe to it. So, which appropriate name because I know we celebrated Festa this month, so very cool. But yeah, this was high energy. I feel like as we're getting into the more current era of BTS, I just realized that all of the songs, at least the title songs, have just been hype. There's just they're okay, cool, we've been at a 10. What if we crank it up to a 12 with each title song? Kudos. So sick.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I like this one a lot. This is another great one.
I agree. I think this song for me, I won't rant as long as I did for Fake Love, but
oh damn,
I also do really love this song. The song, I think, on a lighter note, obviously, just screams energy, in your face.
Oh yeah.
Over and over and over again. It's very. It sort of does a similar thing for me that Fake Love did, not in the sense of mood or feeling. They're not similar in any way, but the fact that the video does such a good job at making the song feel more energetic and chaotic. So the two bounce off of each other really well. So when I'm listening to the song alone, I'm popping my head. And if I was watch the video on mute, I'd be like, what is happening right now? What am I looking at? When you see the whole project of the chaotic green screen stuff and the huge dance scenes and the colorful outfits and the crazy edits with the music that's just constant bass and house synths and whistle samples in your ear, and saxophone samples. It's I don't know. I feel like my brain starts shaking in my head. It gets crazy. To talk about the music a little bit, I just kind of mentioned some of the sounds that I picked up, but I also, looking into it a little bit, saw that the song was inspired by directly by South African music, which I don't know the exact genre. I don't have it pulled up currently, but basically it's the mixture of the constant booming kick drum with the house synths and the kind of the wacky samples and a lot of use of percussion and constant energy. And I like that kind of stuff. I think this is a different different side of BTS that we haven't, at least me personally, hadn't heard up until this point. Like we've heard energetic, we've heard like aggressive, we've heard a bunch of different interpretations and a bunch of different avenues that they've done. But this is, in my opinion, just like a straight, I don't know, turn your brain off, turn the I don't know, volume up to 11, go crazy.
Yeah, I think what you're talking about, from just Googling it, it looks like the influence includes Guam. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's GQOM, style
Yes,
of house
that is,
music
yep,
from
that's the one I saw.
Durban. But what's cool is that they do a lot of the same patterns, but in Korean instruments. So the
Ooh.
Korean traditional instruments.
Nice.
And it's a really cool effect. I personally, my favorite instrument they use is the whistle. the little like whistle toot, 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 in the background. But this is an absolutely, I would say, one of the most iconic BTS songs and music videos.
That's
Honestly,
fair.
music video
I was
for
gonna
sure.
say music video for sure. Yeah.
So iconic. I think this is like exactly what people are expecting when they check out K-pop, and it's like that was the intent because it's called Idol. It's about K-pop idols, which are BTS. It's about like being an idol and being okay with it. I don't know what else to tell you. They definitely like got so much hate from the underground rapping community when they went idol, talking about how they sell out and everything. And this was the direct clap back that was like, yeah, we're idols. So what?
Who cares?
Yeah. And the editing was absolutely insane. The colors are crazy. I think I saw someone that mentioned like, what should, or how much saturation should we use in this? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, it's so saturated.
Having all of the giant BTS members like hanging out while they're like dancing on the ground. I don't like they're in a cage at one point. It's crazy. And then I saw, I saved this comment, but it got covered up really quickly. When Faye said, I tried learning to this choreo, and I can gladly say that I bust my ass. And I was also thinking about Brandon trying to learn this choreo, having to do a full roundhouse kick.
I'll try. I'll try it. I'll try it.
But yeah, I love this song. It's everything it needs to be. I was trying to find it. I was listening to a BTS instrumental playlist, which is basically like fan covers, like piano versions of a lot of songs. And there was one of Idol that was so tense. I can't explain it, but if you hear the actual composition of it, it's a very tense song, like something you would hear when the villain is sneaking up on the main character. And I kind of wish that this was the song that they put in Bridgerton, because it was fire. Maybe I can't remember the name of the artist, but I know I've saved quite a few of their songs. But yeah, very cool tap to the Love Yourself era. And now we're gonna watch the live performance at the end of the year show, Melon Music Awards.
Ooh.
This is this is the most iconic live performance that BTS have done. I'm gonna say it. Yep. Most iconic for sure.
Does this also not have the feature?
I don't think it does.
Oof.
Okay. All right.
You really miss Nicki Minaj, don't you?
Chat, I am tasking you with getting Brandon to watch the version of this with Nicki Minaj in it.
Okay.
That is
it's also a trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
some people love it, some people hate it. I'm a fan. Brandon, we're not watching it tonight, but
yeah, we're not.
I am tasking you with that.
Oh God, don't call me Justin. I'll listen to. We'll do it in a future stream. Don't worry, we'll get it rocking. Also, I wanted to point out, every time that chorus came in, for whatever reason, my like pea-sized brain kept thinking, "Aju, nice," and then like. So
Honestly, that'd be a pretty good mashup.
kind of nice. Yeah. So all you homies out there that know that song, hey, what's good? Yeah. So let's go.
All right.
All right, cool. Let's rock. This is a
That's your
flex.
boy, Brandon.
There's my boy. This is a flex. If only I could be as fluid as Hobie. Oh, this is so clean. Flex.
Oh, I
That's me.
Title shot. Oh my god, so cool.
So sick.
He's coming for you, Brandon.
He can't. Oh. Woo! Just imagine being in the crowd for this shit. Oh,
Dude.
incredible.
I would have fainted by now.
Put their whole Wantanusi in it.
Let's go. All right. Well, we watched Idol again. But this was the Melon live stage. Very sick.
Alright.
Very sick. I guess we don't have to spend as much time on this, but I gotta point out, man, they crushed the like live stage format for this. I like the budget goes crazy for this. It's insane. So, which obviously, to be fair, I mean it's the end of the awards like show. I feel like they gotta go out with like a bang for real. But, yeah, I like the traditional version. I'm curious if I don't think I would assume they don't have like an actual like studio version with the traditional instruments, correct? Yeah.
I don't think so.
That
If
would
you guys
be-
know where to find it.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'm curious if there was a version of that because I mean the live stage mix actually wasn't that bad, but I'm curious if they've ever like considered making a remix or like Koreanized version of this song. I think this would have been really sick to hear. So fingers
Well,
crossed.
the original was pretty close.
It was pretty close. Yeah,
They
I would
used
say.
the same instruments through the instrumental, so
It was very cool. So, I also saw a couple people in chat asking which humbug we all liked, and I don't know. Honestly, they were all fire. So I don't think I could pick one.
I think I liked Namjoon's the most.
Ooh, okay.
Not for me though. Just he looked good. You know.
It was the black and gold. Yeah, that was good. It was a good look. Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to think who I would pick. I really liked RM's actually. RM's was really neat. Like that light
Oh, that's
baby blue.
Namjoon. Sorry.
Oh, is it? Okay. Then I'm right then.
We use their names interchangeably. I forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah, RM.
RM / Namjoon. Yeah, they were sick. So cool.
Yeah. Okay. So, did you have something else to say, Alex?
No, not really. I didn't have much to add. I think this is definitely like one of the most impressive live shows that I've seen for sure. I really like the whole like traditional dance thing they incorporated in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool.
Very cool.
And I think I saw people in chat like referencing or mentioning like correct me if I'm wrong, but this is sort of like a reinforcement on them sort of like owning or wanting to like show their Koreanness, right? And like they're like that's what it feels like, at least.
This was definitely a huge like turning point for Korean soft power. BTS was a huge part of that.
Because I think that
deny.
like because when this came out, they definitely had a lot more international eyes on them, right?
Yes.
So I think I don't really know the exact purpose of this stage or the incorporation, but it definitely feels like an opportune time for them to like show Korean culture and show like the incorporation and stuff to this huge audience that might be tuning into their like a Korean stage for the first time. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
an audience would be
True.
watching this that might not have ever seen any Korean media. So if that was like their intention behind that, I think that's really cool. And I think they did a really good job of like changing the instrumental quite a bit to accompany some more traditional instruments, and like the mix of everything on stage I think was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Tay mentioned, Daesung Sweep, the Daesung being the highest tier of award that you can get in a end of the year
Oh.
award show. So like if you went to the Oscars, like best actor or best actress is a Daesung. But so this was a crazy time for BTS, because before they were already like setting a lot of good records and like beating their last album performance over and over. But this was around the time we started seeing a lot of Guinness World Records pop up. And it started as like first K-pop group to do this. First, wait, I think I have a list of records set and broken. It is such a long
That's so
wiki
sick.
article. But yeah, like most Twitter engagements by a K-pop group. And then at some point, and I think it was around this time, it stopped being about in K-pop. It started being about of all time. Most Twitter engagements overall, most viewed music video in 24 hours. Like there's no K-pop attached to it anymore. They're just beating the
Just
records.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where they started competing with themselves. They were so far out of the league of K-pop. And that's where a huge like the charts for K-pop was looking like this, and now it's looking like this. Like they're way up here. It's kind of crazy to think about like how they managed to do this kind of stuff, and they would only ever be able to compete with themselves and break their own records, because
Yeah.
they would just kept like going up and up. It's insane. Did you see my bag was not really an exaggeration? Yeah. Yeah, for real. But yeah, so now we're exiting Love Yourself era. I wish we could have spent more time on it, honestly. If we had planned for 7 streams, that would have been perfect. But yeah. Okay. So they decided to renew their contract. They are now on the up internationally, globally. They're entering territory that has never been crossed before. And they started teasing for their next album series, which was meant to be a trilogy called Map of the Soul. And this was based on Jung's Map of the Soul, like a psychological theory of how someone finds themselves. And there's a book that you can buy that talks a lot about it. I did buy the book. I don't know if I ever read it, but I bought it with attention to read it. Yes, Carl Jung. And they figured out how to love themselves. We all figured out how to love ourselves, everyone. Okay. But then it came up the question of like, well, who am I? And this is the map that helps you understand who that person is. The map essentially starts with your persona, which is the face that you put on, and then you look more towards your shadow of yourself. The part of yourself that you don't like is your ego, and then all of it together is the shadow. The shadow is the part that you don't like, and then the ego is kind of like who you essentially are as a human being, which is a lot harder to pinpoint and a lot harder to explain. I started listening to a lot of Radio Lab episodes on stuff like this. It was really interesting. But essentially, you do have like a personality that is specific to you and could be from your upbringings, but it could also just be ingrained in how you react to things or how your body reacts to things. It's really cool. But so we're going to explore the persona, the shadow, and the ego, all which are songs that are on these next few albums. So we listened to Persona with RM. We listened to Shadow with Suga, but I don't know if we posted it on YouTube, so you'll have to check that on Patreon. And then we haven't actually listened to J-Hope's Ego, but that is honestly my favorite song
Hey.
of the three, I think. Oh, it's hard to say though. But these three portions were meant to be 3 albums. And the first one we're going to listen to was the title track of the first album. This is Brandon's first comeback, right? Or
Yes.
not Brandon, Alex.
Alex.
This is
I was gonna
Alex's
say
first
not me.
comeback.
I have no idea.
I was looking at Alex saying Brandon, and I was like, why isn't he responding?
Oops.
You swapped us. It's crazy. All right. Are we ready to rock, Therese? We're gonna do it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Oh, this is not my first comeback as a fan,
Okay,
by the way.
you like the song, I remember.
But I do like the song. Yes.
Yeah.
Radio Halsey. Let's go.
This is my first comeback, by the way. That's how late I was.
Wow.
모든 게 궁금해하실 때 tell me 아야 뭐가 널 행복하게 하는지 text me Your every picture 내 머리만 듣고 싶어 Come be my teacher 네 모든 걸 다 가르쳐줘 You're one, you're two Listen to my baby 나는 저 하늘을 높이 날고 있어
Like that little bit of guitar in the back.
이제 여기 너무 높아 내 눈에 널 맞추고 싶어 Yeah, you make me your boy with love Oh my You got me high so fast 내 전부 함께 하고 싶어 Oh my You got me fly so fast 이제 조금은 다 알겠어 Love is nothing stronger Feel the boy with love Love is nothing stronger Feel the boy with love
그대의 후연 삶은 언덕너여 관계사서 꽉지 않게 만들어버린 너라는 백 하나부터 열까지 모든 게 특별하지 너희가 심사걸음거리 말투와 사소한 작은 습관들같이 난 말했지 너무 작다 내가 영웅이 된 거라고 난 말했지 운명 따윈 전부터 내게 아니었다고 세계의 평화 거대한 질서 그저 널 지킬 거야 날
Listen to my baby 나는 저 하늘을 높이 날고 있어 그저 네가 내게 조금 편하게 이젠 여기 너무 높아 내 눈에 널 맞추고 싶어 Yeah, you make me your boy with love Oh my
Iconic. I like that.
so fast 내 전부 함께 하고 싶어 Oh my You got me fly so fast 이제 조금은 다 알겠어 Love is nothing stronger Feel the boy with love Love is nothing stronger Feel the boy with love
까놓고 말하길 나도 모르게 힘이 들어가기도 했어 높아버린 스카 커져버린 헛 때론 도망치게 해달라며 기도했어 But 너의 상처는 나의 상처 깨달았을 때 나 다짐했던 건 네가 준 이 그 후세 나에게로 태양이 아닌 너에게로 Let me fly
Oh my I feel it all my life 내 전부 함께 하고 싶어 Oh my
Nice harmonies.
이제 조금은 다 알겠어 I want something stronger than a moment, love Nothing stronger
All right, perfect. That was Boy with Love featuring Halsey. We're just
Could
joining
you do
us
me a
today.
favor, Brandon? Could
Yeah.
you back up and show where Namjoon has or RM has a solo with the white hat and all the signs?
Okay, is how far
I
is
gotta
it?
find it. Yeah.
All the signs?
All of the signs that are showing.
Is this good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Wow,
Do you
I crushed it.
recognize the signs?
Are these all their albums?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm killing it. Let's go.
Huge.
I saw Wings and I was like, this is all their albums. I had it. It was like
This is a
pretty.
huge like tribute to their album song with the wings you gave me back then. It's
Hey, I get
literal
100
wings.
points. Hell yeah, let's go.
Yes.
I'm adding it
Let's
to my
give them
tally.
100
That's a
points,
lot.
guys.
That's a lot of points. Holy shit! All right.
We've made it.
Oh, Therese has a tally up all my points for since this is the end.
Yeah, I'll tally them, sure.
Let me know in the comments where you think my points are at. Oh my god. I guess I'll start. I love this song. This is probably my favorite one we've listened to tonight. It's just like it's got such a like
Wow.
catching tone to it. Like that chorus is gonna get stuck in my head now. I love the melody choice. I also love the rap verses. RM crushed it. J-Hope crushed it. Suga crushed it. I feel like it was really fun, and I think it was just so light that I really enjoyed kind of the vibes of all of them. But together, I think this song is just like just really well crafted. I liked also the like call and response between I think it was Jungkook and J-Hope. I like that back and forth. That was really sick. I was kind of surprised, and I did see in chat that like you can hear Halsey more clearly in like the Spotify version of this.
Yeah,
So
you can.
that's kind of the only thing that I have because obviously she's featured, she's in the music video. I think to me that was like the only thing that I can say that I would have liked to hear more of because I think her verse, or not verse, but like her part in the last chorus of this song, I feel like she added a lot of like really nice melodies and stuff. So I would have loved to hear that maybe pulled up in the mix a little bit more. I don't know. I know YouTube is like really bad with compression sometimes, so I think it could also just be that. But just to have like somebody as a feature, I would hope that their part would shine a little bit more. Obviously, I love the BTS boys, but I feel like if you're gonna have a feature and do a music video for it, I would have liked it to have a little bit more like emphasis. But I think her parts were really nice. So I enjoy Halsey as an artist. So I feel like the combination of both her and BTS were really sick. So I'll have to give this one a listen on Spotify. But this is
Yeah,
fantastic.
She only does the chorus, as far as I know. But I think their priority in the music video was to showcase the voice of the person that was singing in center. So since she wasn't always in center, you didn't hear her as often. But you can definitely hear it in the chorus when you
Agreed. Yeah.
And her voice blends really well with them, I think.
I'd agree. Yeah, her
So I was gonna mention that as well.
her voice and Jimin's voice were like chef's kiss. So yeah. This is like a 12 out of 10 for me. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I don't have too much to add to that really. I just think this is a really fun song and a very good collab for me. At least I'm a big Halsey fan. I think her voice is very addictive, and her voice is very unique. And it's interesting how well her voice blends into a group that I also think have very distinct and unique voices. Because whenever I hear Halsey collab with people, it's usually pretty good, but she usually always sticks out to me like very easily because she's got such a unique tone and a way like she enunciates and way she like style she sings in. I think it has to do with the mix partially for sure, especially in the music video version. But it's pretty interesting, like you guys mentioned, that her voice really does sit really well with like Jimin and like in the chorus where you hear like more harmonies and stuff, it doesn't really, like, I could see this like coming up in a playlist if you're just like not paying attention, and like you not even really picking it out if you're not listening for it. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Definitely more in like the Spotify version. I think that she is definitely up in the mix a lot more. But I think for like the sake of the video, I was happy. Still happy with it. I do agree with like that last chorus. They definitely turned it up more, and there's like some more harmonies and stuff. It sounds really good. I also like the candy color hair.
Oh yeah, so much fun. The pink blue combo of V-Man is so cute. I love it.
Yeah, big fan. Also, the music video is just really fun.
Agreed. Yeah.
This is definitely not one that I've spent too much time like looking into all the hidden meanings and like the whatever Easter eggs are in it and like the deeper meaning. It's more just like, hey, we're having fun, and we got Halsey here, and she's gonna learn the dance, and that's really cool. And
that is the intention. Yeah.
100 to Halsey for learning the dance, because I remember. Did I die?
No,
you kind of stuttered a little bit, but you're back.
I was worried it was me.
I'm back. I give 100 points to Halsey for going and learning the BTS choreo.
No, Alex, only Brandon gets points. That's the rule.
Brandon. All right. Well,
only Brandon gets points.
Oh, damn.
Fine.
Sorry,
take
Alex.
away points from Halsey. Fine.
No, I'm not taking away points from Halsey.
Yeah,
Halsey already had those.
You can give the points to Halsey. Yeah.
Halsey gets to hang out with BTS. Okay, she has all the points.
Yeah.
she has all the points in the world.
Faye said
that
living
everyone's dream here.
Oh my god.
The 8th member.
This is cool. I heard something that I don't think I heard before in this song. As I mentioned, this was my first like official comeback. I did enter the fandom super late. I listened to Mic Drop on the radio, and that was it. It took me a very long time to actually get into BTS as a group, as an army, as an official army. But this was kind of interesting. Not quite what I would have expected from a BTS comeback. I mean, you probably know, after listening to the past songs, the super high energy, crazy over the top songs.
Yeah.
And then you enter in with this one and you're like, oh, okay. Thought we were going to do something crazy here, but this is fun. And I think that it's interesting because they used a lot of different people on this track, and it's a lot of the same people that they use throughout Love Yourself, if I'm not mistaken. So like Emily Wiseman, MJF, Bang PD, he used a different name under these credits for some reason. He was like Hitman Bang, and now he's Bang Shihyuk. I don't know. Michael Schultz. And then you have P-Dog, RM, Sugar J.
Hey.
We still have the same like crew that we started with, and they're playing a role in this song, just maybe not as high of a role.
P-Dog.
It's still a great song. It still has the magic BTS touch. Can't explain it. But the more you hear it, the better it gets. I don't know why that happens, but it happens with every single song that they put out. For me, what I heard, and what might have lent to my confusion in hearing this song, is the panning of the melody behind everything happening. Do you notice the da-da-da-da-da-da-da?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
where it's like literally doing this in your earphones? It's crazy. I don't know. Well, I didn't know why that was happening. I didn't think much about it, but now I'm thinking about it and I'm connecting the dots. And it sounds a little bit shallow, but I think that's intentional, because this is essentially the entry to a new era, and we're starting with the persona of someone. This is the persona. They're putting out the title track of the Persona album, and they're showing face value. This is what you get. So the shallowness that I'm hearing, it might just be to kind of let you in and say like, we have more to show you, to then take you into the next portions. I said this was a trilogy. It was intended to be a trilogy. It actually only ended up being 2 albums, and Map of the Soul 7 is the next album. But something happened. We don't know what it was, but they had to change their plans and put the trilogy into 2 albums, and the last 2 parts of that trilogy were merged into Map of the Soul 7. This is also where you start seeing the little 7s next to everyone's names on Twitter because they were excited for Map of the Soul 7. And yeah, what else was I gonna say? Halsey, I love Halsey. I have always said that her voice to me, it sounds very carbonated, like it sounds like soda pop. And I think it works in a sweet setting like this, but I think it also works in a more rock heavy setting that she had in her last album. It's very, very cool stuff. I love hearing her with Machine Gun Kelly and like going crazy in the rock vocals. I love when she does stuff like that with her voice. But yeah, I don't have much else to say on Boy With Love. I think we're ready to go into the next one, which is Black Swan, which I believe was meant to be the title track for the second part of the trilogy that ended up being a sequel. But Black Swan, it was released before the official album. It was released before Map of the Soul 7. It was a pre-release. And we actually didn't get a music video when it released. It was just the track.
Wow.
Just the track.
Okay.
Nothing else. And then they finally performed it live.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Was Black Swan the song that had a like interpretive-ish dance video?
Yes.
Okay.
So they did release a music video. It was a different version of the song. It wasn't the studio version. It was an orchestral mix. And it used 7 dancers that were not BTS. It was fully interpretive dance.
That's cool.
And they said that was the way it was intended. But I really wanted to show you the studio version of the song, so I went with their Jimmy Fallon performance. Also because Jimmy Fallon provides captions in his lyrics, which is amazing.
Hey,
wow.
Let's go.
So let's watch that.
Also, to answer Lady Jezebel, I don't know what the Lilith video is, so no, I have not seen it. So I don't know what that's referring to. So
Suga did a collab with Halsey on Diablo.
Oh my god!
On a music video for Diablo.
All right, I'm gonna have to go watch that.
It's beautiful.
All right,
yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go watch it.
Best part of Diablo 4.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, it can be in the chaos stream.
That's a good chaos stream one. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's get into Black Swan then. I guess I'm starting off all these, so
yeah.
This was great. Set, I had to point out their set for this, immaculate. So sick. Really like the choreo in this song specifically. I think they just have this really, again, I know they were talking about having the 7 interpretive dancers do the choreo, but I think this has like such a fluidity to it that I really appreciate, and I really like the choreo in this song a ton. Part that stood out to me the most, I liked the transfer between J-Hope to Suga in the rap part. I think it was just so...
They literally handed off.
They literally handed it off, but so like effortless, so flawless. And I think they're like, I also really got to give a shout outs to J-Hope because I appreciate the like first part of his rap where he was like singing and like sing rapping. He's just got like a really cool like vocal tone that I think is just well executed in a song like this. But yeah, overall, this was very fun. Also got to give a major shout outs to Jungkook with that like man bun look. Fire fit. So
it's a good look.
It's a good look. But yeah, overall, this was great. Very like, best way if I could use one adjective to describe it, I feel like it's very ethereal.
Ooh,
yeah.
good word.
I love this. This is great.
20 points for the word.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Let's go. Dictionary, baby.
Damn.
I'm getting a lot of points tonight. Great.
I liked watching it in this context. I've never so I guess for my personal experience with this song is I my first introduction was that performance interpretive
Ooh.
video.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was really cool artistically. Like I really appreciated like the dance. I remember watching it and just being like, wow, this is really cool and impressive. But coming from the previous run of BTS songs, I was like, oh, this is is this like their title track? Because I didn't know there was another version. I didn't know there was like a studio. I thought like, oh, that's interesting. Not really my vibe. Not really like it wasn't what my expectations were.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely slept on it quite a bit, admittedly. And I've never seen this Jimmy Fallon performance, and it's really cool because I think it gives a lot more like legs to the song, and it puts it in a different light because I know that I have heard it since then, but I've never seen like this performance or like this dance or like any lives of it or anything. I think I really kind of was a little out of the loop around this this song this time. I thought it was really good. I like it a lot more than I remembered liking it. I'm not sure if that has to do with the performance or just having some time away from it and coming back to it. I do really like the instrumental, like the use of all the plucked strings. I think it's really cool. I'm not sure if it's intended to be like a traditional instrument or it sort of sounds like a harp, maybe. Or it could be a traditional Korean instrument. I didn't look it up. I'm not exactly sure. But I did really like there was a lot of panning going on with the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Like very frequent panning, and there was a lot of the instrumentation being reversed, which I think is really cool. I was like that kind of stuff. I think it was during some of the verses there were just I guess some of the audio files or the samples were just looped backwards and it sounded really washy.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is cool. I think it added to the kind of the whole mood and the set and everything. Thought it was good. I also wanted to comment that I liked specifically Jimin's first part because he had like a little bit of like a raspiness to his tone, which
Oh yeah.
I often don't feel like I've heard too much from him. Not saying it doesn't exist, I'm sure it does, but as far as like these live stages or these live performances, it's cool to hear it from somebody who I don't feel like I hear too much aggression, and not that it was aggressive or anything, but grit from,
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Oh.
Thought it was cool.
When I first heard this song, I didn't like it.
Really? Wow.
I didn't like it.
Huh.
So this was when I was still learning how to approach BTS comebacks, obviously. And we actually had quite a bit of time between Boy With Love and this song. People were hungry. They were hungry for some content. When I first heard this song, I literally just put on Spotify and then I went to the lyrics and read as I was, or no, I put on the song first and then I went back and read the lyrics. So when I was listening to the song without the lyrics, I was still trying to figure out what they were talking about. Because obviously I don't know Korean, but I think they're really good at expressing themselves without knowing what the language is. So when I first heard the song, I was like, wow, this song sounds like they have writer's block. That was my critique. And then I go back through and I listen to it again with the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, they're going through that thing. They're going through that thing that artists and most creators go through, where
Yeah.
if you do something for a living, it doesn't get as fun anymore. And I felt that. So if the first track, if Boy with Love was a little bit too shallow, this one, too deep. Absolutely not. I don't want to see that shadow of myself. I don't want to see that.
Okay.
I was also going through a moment like this when the song got released. I was also hella cooped up. I wanted to get out. I wanted to do things, but I decided to become a career woman. So I had not been going out and doing things. I have been working and working and working some more. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that they were feeling those things because I always live vicariously through BTS. I didn't want them to have to like stay in a studio and work their ass off. I wanted them to have fun since I wasn't doing it. So it's a bittersweet time of my life. Where I was doing really well in my career. I actually had a career at this point, which was, past graduating from college. Wow. And and
Felt.
once I saw their live performance, because their first live performance was done on James Corden, and it was done barefoot. They were trying to go for a fully artistic, like raw setting. Once I saw their live performance, I was like, oh yeah, this hits. And since like that point, and then I watched like the performance music video. I don't know which one came first. I don't remember. But as I kept listening to it, and I was like, oh, I really don't like this song, but not because I don't like the song. I don't like the way the song makes me feel. So it's doing its job. It's a really good song because it's making me feel the things that they're wanting me to feel. I just don't want to feel those feelings.
Sure. You want to push them down. You're like,
yes,
yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
suppress them. I want
yeah.
to live in my happy bliss and use the escapism that they provided me in Idol. Like, I did not want to feel these things. So obviously, I like the song a lot more now. This is one of my favorite songs to watch a performance of all of. They have so many good performances of this song. There was one where they were dancing in water, Alex, and then Jungkook lifts Jimin in the air and does a twirl.
Oh God,
you gotta watch that one.
this is a monumental moment here.
That speaks to me.
Yes. There's their transition in their concert into this song is absolutely gorgeous. I literally put that concert on just to watch the performance of this song because they use so many dancers that have like these wings and they like lift them into the air and make them become giant. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I love this song now. Absolutely. It was just at the time. I didn't want to feel these feelings.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna like ignore it. Which was upsetting because it was the only thing I had from them since forever. But I do like the song now. I did want to point out in the music video they start with a quote. The quote is, "A dancer dies twice. Once when they stop dancing, and this first death is the more painful." So from Martha Graham. So it's literally like I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but I'm getting burnt out is the interpretation I took from it.
Amen.
And I was like, no!
Oh boy.
Oh, please no.
That one speaks to me a little too much, I think.
I know, right? See, it's too deep. It's too deep. We don't want to feel these feelings.
Getting a little anxious here.
Yeah. But as always, P Dog on the track. Clyde Kelly, a major composer and lyricist that worked with P Dog. And Vince Nantes and August Rigo. Great stuff.
I think I can resonate with this one more now because obviously doing YouTube and doing like this sort of shit for almost 9 years of my life, I literally almost have a full decade's worth of my life on YouTube, which is insane to me. So I like completely understand the like level of like burnt out feelings that you get, but I
Yeah.
feel like you also like can look back and be so inspired by like your growth as a person. Like I can watch the first interview that I've done and I was like, man, I was a fucking baby, and I'm like, now I'm like marginally better, but I am better. So I feel like that's such a cool experience, and I feel like for them, I mean, obviously I'm just guessing, but like I feel like for them it's like such a monumental feeling to go from like such a like low point in their life to being like arguably one of the biggest artists in pop music of all time. You know, like that's incredible. So I got to give them their kudos and their flowers because they absolutely deserve it as
Yeah.
artists, you know. So major dubs to BTS. Not that I feel like they need any more praise. I'm sure they've gotten it many times over the years, but very cool. I think we're gonna move on as per our stream here.
Okay, so I need
Therese,
to put
fill
you in
us
the mindset. I need to put you in the mindset that I was in for this comeback, because this was the beginning of 2020. This was like very early 2020. I want to say like February. And they had finished all of their lengths of tours with the Love Yourself series. It was beautiful. I didn't go to any of them because I was a dumbass, and dumbass with that money. And and then like we got Boy with Love, we got Black Swan, but we were mostly like starving for content.
Sure.
And we knew that something was going to come up. We knew that they were going to start touring again, and we knew it was going to be huge. So keep that in mind. I don't remember if it was before this release or after, but they announced that they were doing like a huge tour, and one of the stops was where I literally live, and I didn't have to fly to see them. And I was really excited. I literally screamed when I saw the tour announcements.
That sounds about right. That sounds
I
on
literally
brand.
screamed. I was outside.
That
and
sounds
I
on
was like,
brand.
Yeah.
That sounds on brand, Therese, for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, the next one we have here.
Let's live in the
It's
past,
on.
guys. Let's go back to February 2020 and get
nope,
hype
nope.
again.
Nope. That sounds like a terrible idea.
February.
Good times, right?
No. Let's not talk about what didn't happen. Let's talk about what was going to happen. Let's talk about it. It's February 2020 and nothing bad has happened ever.
Let's go. Hey, my favorite. Let's go. They really gave him the floor, huh?
Oh my god.
What? Oh my god. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Thanks, Faye. That was great. This was BTS on. If you're just joining us, very sick. I'm waiting for a good clip. I feel like somebody clipped me. I'm almost positive on that. So,
Okay, let's talk about this song as if it's February 2020
No,
and
stop,
nothing bad
Therese.
has ever happened.
Therese,
Okay.
let's not. I'm just gonna say I'm talking about it.
No, I'm trying.
now.
No.
I want to forget that time period exists in my life. I want to imagine it. It's like the Thanos snap, and I lost mucho years of my life, and that's it. Okay, so there we go.
Okay.
Anyway, this song was incredible. Great performance. I love like the big band, like orchestral, like horns. Like this song is like an anthem for real. So I absolutely love that. But man, they really just said head chef Jungkook. Head chef Jungkook was cooking in that bridge. Man, they gave him the floor. They rolled out the red carpet. This man was chefing it up. Great like vocals. Obviously I love Jungkook, but I felt like in that section I was just like in awe. And then man, to throw it back and have that insane dance break. Oh, it was so hype. I feel like that would insane. And I feel like if I was to see this live, I would be shitting myself.
You'd be on the floor.
I would be I would be deceased, you know? Man, that was incredible. And then getting back to that like final chorus to just kind of put the nail in the coffin was just great. Obviously I don't want to discount everyone else in BTS. They all crushed it. I more specifically loved my two favorite people, V and Jimin. That kind of combo. Listen, that like baritone to like higher register. Oh my god, was incredible. So this was This one is definitely amongst my favorites that we've listened to tonight, and I imagine the dance break section is not in like a Spotify version, so I feel like we'll have to go back to watch this video specifically to get that like that ascension, that I felt taken to
Oh my
heaven. You know what I mean?
God.
BTS took me up. It was great. It was like that one scene in that one Jungkook video we watched in the B-sides where he's like
Oh, where
flying.
he literally
I
started
just
flying.
want Jungkook to just hold me and take me up into heaven.
That was Brandon.
God.
That's me. Jungkook's like, all right, you ready to go? And I'm like, hell yeah,
You
let's rock.
ready?
Yep. And
Yeah.
He's
We're
Peter
all-
Panning you.
takes me up. Yep.
We're all swinging from the rafters with Jungkook right
yeah.
now.
Hey, yo. Yeah, for real. Oh my god. So good. So good.
I also love this song. I remember hearing this for the first time, not watching the music video. I listened to it on Spotify or something for the first time. I didn't know this dance break was here, and then I remember like wanting, maybe just like a YouTube shuffle or something, it coming on, and then it coming up, and just being mind blown because it was like it was something I thought I had heard. You know what I mean? Like I heard the song already. That wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't exist. That's not supposed to be there. Why is it here?
Unlocked.
It's so good. Why?
BTS unlocked.
I just remember it. Yeah, it blew my mind because I already thought the song was really cool. I love like what Brandon said, the like the drum line, big band instrumentation is really cool for me. I really like that hey na 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 part that I think
yeah.
So good.
Jimin does. I don't know why it does such a good job of like hyping me up. I also agree that Jimin and V on that pre-chorus is really, really good. And then I don't know, that dance break. Something about it. It's
Dance
just
so
like,
hard.
man.
like it takes me back to that Idol performance. It's like I don't know, them and dance breaks, something really like mesmerizing about it. Because they're all just such. I mean, clearly we're a month into BTS. We're all very aware they're fantastic dancers, but there's something about like every time I see a new dance break or see a new dance performance, I'm like, man, that's really crazy. Like,
Oh my God.
I always catch myself thinking like, damn, I feel like I've never seen anyone dance like that.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's cool. I also think they did a really good job. Sorry to bring it up, but given the time that this came out, I think they did a really good job at using like a singular set.
Oh yeah.
Making it seem like a really big production, and like, you know what I mean? Like they could have just filmed it by themselves in a studio, green screened a bunch of stuff. I think that they did an excellent job of like what they could at the time, like how many people you could be around, yada yada yada.
No, this was before that.
Oh.
What?
This was before that. This was February.
Yeah. March was our fun time.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
This released on February, so it was filmed before.
So it had to have been
Pandemic.
filmed in like
Okay.
2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did I retract everything I said?
But they did a great
I
job.
still
It
think
did a
it
great
was
job.
good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It doesn't detract from how good it was shot. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
timing wise a little off. Yeah.
All right. It wasn't a COVID reason, but it's still good for a single set video.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm my brain's lost to time. I don't remember when COVID even started.
That's fair. Oh, Therese took her mic off the stand. That's
I'm
how
ready
you
to
know it's
cook.
serious. Oh,
Oh my god, she's
Chef
gonna start
Therese
pacing.
Guys.
Chef Therese.
Oh my God. Okay. Everyone experienced what we just experienced right now in February 2020 before anything bad had happened ever. In case you weren't here, if you're an army here that entered after on, no, I'm bringing you back to this time. You're here with us. You're an on army now. Guys, everything about this music video is flawless. Okay, so it's called the Kinetic Manifesto film Come Prima. It's literally a film of movement and music combining to create what I consider the most Southern church-worthy song you could put in BTS's discography. All right, they got the gospel keyboard. They've got a freaking. Do you guys know about Drum Corps International? This is one of those really niche interests that I have. So Drum Corps International are basically professional marching bands.
Oh,
and
okay.
And in this music video, after the dance break, when they bring out a band with like it's not a full band, it's like the drum line. That is a Drum Corps International famous group called the Blue Devils. And how famous are they? Well, I went to go see them perform live in Atlanta in, I don't know, like 2015. I forgot which year it was, but I was in high school. And we literally used their practices in our marching band. We took the Blue Devil practices and we used them to train ourselves. And our band was very competitive. We won our state competition like 3 years or something. It was crazy. If you're a marching band nerd, this is the group that you put in a music video. And they put them in the finest fucking music video that they could have. They put them on the biggest stage they could find. It's literally nothing but ground there. And they filled that stage. The what's the name of the dance group that they're using? I forgot.
I don't know. God, fuck.
The dancers in the group are part of a dance group of their own. The Lab. Thank you. The Lab. Yes, the instrumental is UCLA, but I don't know who it is, but it's not. Thank you. The Lab. The Lab is famous too. The Lab is a famous dance group. They freaking ate this up. They freaking ate up every aspect of it. They had Jungkook say at that point, he probably could have been live at that time. We don't know. He's just that freaking good. And they were literally on the ground after filming this music video because the choreo is that hard. And oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. I don't think anyone understood.
I feel obligated to leave.
I think people understood exactly what this tour was going to be. And we were robbed. We were absolutely robbed. I'm so mad.
You didn't expect this. You got an Alex rant and a Therese rant tonight.
I'm so mad.
Holy shit. Oh my God, this was great. I gotta give Therese a standing O. That was well
Go check out some Drum Corps International performances. They're absolutely insane.
Okay, that was it. I thought you were gonna cook more. All right, cool. We'll do it. All right.
that was all my energy.
I just want to say I saw. Let me see. I saw a really fucking hilarious comment, and I gotta shout it out. None says, "Welcome to Reese's TED Talk, everyone." That was.
I'd stand up, but I think I don't think it worked.
I just like how Therese went into like, I don't know if this is a niche interest, maybe not, but like, those like YouTubers that do like commentary, like, they'll pick like some topic to talk about, like a Gabby Bell or something like that. I feel like Therese gave us the Gabby Bell moment.
Gabby is my spirit animal, honestly.
I love Gabby Bell. Shout outs to her. That was great. So great job, Therese. You had to take the mic off the stand, so I feel that.
It's just too much.
That's important.
Too much. I can't talk about it anymore. I'll just get mad.
Oh my God. All right, cool. Very nice, very nice. We knew it wasn't any disrespect, none. I was just laughing at how on point that was.
Oh
that
yeah,
was
no, I
factual,
That was my full rant on our loss of the Mott's tour.
Oh no. Oh well. All right. Well, let's move on to maybe happier things, ? I don't know. But
Oh yeah. This is the happiest thing, guys.
Okay.
All right. We're back.
We're back in
Everyone's
2024.
favorite. We're back in 2020. Everyone's favorite summer song of the pandemic. This is Dynamite. I feel like it doesn't require any kind of
Nope.
explanation.
Nope. I think we're just gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Super niche song. If you
Yeah.
haven't heard it before,
Underrated. Yeah.
feel free to give your
Chat,
first
have you heard this
impressions.
song before? We need to know. Have you heard it? I don't
Oh
know.
wait. I found notes on pre-Dynamite, but I'm not gonna read them.
I don't think.
I'll read them after if it's necessary.
Yeah, I don't think we've heard this one. So very excited. I'm glad we were able to give this Dynamite song a listen. Very sick. This is
You know
all
BTS?
sarcasm for those watching on YouTube, just in case. Got us
Very
ended
cool.
on there. Very cool. All right. If you've not heard this song before, it's Dynamite by BTS. Very cool. Very cool. I will say I have not listened to this since my retail days, so I haven't actually listened to this song in well over, I would say probably close to a decade now at this point. So, which is insane. Yeah, I haven't. This hasn't like come up. Maybe it's not a decade because this came out 3 years
decade?
ago. So I was sorry.
Wait a second. What time frame are we living in right now?
Sorry, never mind. Not decade. I'm going to retract my statement. I'm having an aneurysm right now.
Feels like a decade.
Yeah, feels like a decade. No, I haven't listened to this song in quite a while. But I love this song. I feel like I'm gonna probably listen to this a bunch now. But this is so good. It's so catchy. It's so like happy. Like I know everybody like that just knows this shit. Like obvious or like this song is like overplayed, but I don't know. I feel like we should play it some more.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so. But
Yeah.
I will say, man, this is such a fucking catchy song. Like there's like undeniably is a catchy song. So yeah, this is great. Also love the like Michael Jackson-esque influence of this song. Very just very vibey. So overall, great. I haven't seen the music video. And now I love pastel colors. So that's my 10
Yeah.
He's done it. He's made it, guys. And he didn't comment on the milk.
I didn't
my
didn't
God.
comment on the bill. Oh god.
Look, this song it was overplayed, but of all the songs that are overplayed all the time, at least this is a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, agreed. Big agree.
I don't know how much more I can say other than I mean the music video is very fun. I actually really like that they kept a lot of Jimin's like mouth sounds in the audio. I know
That is the
I
most
know you
original
guys
take I have on this ever heard.
what?
That is the
I know you
most
guys don't-
original take I've ever heard on this song.
Is that not popular? Do you know what I'm talking? You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Not particularly.
Oh my god!
Elaborate.
Hold on,
elaborate,
go back in the video. Go back in the video.
Okay, fine. I'll pull the video up. All right, let's go.
It's
All
like
right. How many seconds in are we talking?
it's like around the bridge. It's
Oh, God.
Jimin's.
Is it the most
Oh,
replayed
okay.
part?
Nah, keep going. Here,
Oh, like here?
I think somewhere around there. Yeah, listen.
Oh, okay. It's very
Oh, very like
has a lot of
breathy?
no, it has a lot of
Oh,
intonation.
keep it going. Keep going.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
God, I heard
They
it now.
They keep the extra breaths in there, and I like
Yeah.
that. And like the
Yeah.
the little lip smack thing he does, I like it.
Clip that. Clip that.
I don't care. Clip it if you want. I don't care.
We all love Jimin's lip sounds.
That's true. Facts.
I didn't
Unironically.
think this is such a crazy take. I thought we all liked that.
No, it's a very good
Cinematics.
take. It's a very good, unique take. I love it.
Okay.
I love hearing what people love about Dynamite. Great. It's all great.
Yeah, Sarah's comment's great. Alex, what do you like about Jimin's mouth sounds? Or sorry, I said, what do you like about Jimin? His mouth sounds. Sorry, I read that wrong. Simba. Everyone say Simba.
Alright, well, hey,
You've been converted.
Guilty.
Welcome to the club. The bisexual
and you guys
club.
aren't. You guys aren't.
Yeah, yeah. And you guys don't
What
stare at
what
his
am I
mouth
the
when he
only?
talks.
What am
No,
I the
no, no.
only
Hey,
Jimin
listen,
simp here?
I'm on the same team here, you know.
Get in line.
Yeah, we're in the same team.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh my god.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Please.
Okay. I feel like we all knew what was coming because there was I feel like most of the promotion I saw for Dynamite was done by ARMY, and there were so many gifs floating around of like moving graphics that were like BTS new song, fully English single, an English song done by a Korean band. Like it was a huge thing, even though it's been done before. Monsta X released a whole English album previous
Sure.
to this. That was awesome, by the way. But I think they knew what BTS could do with this kind of power. BTS had no fucking clue. I mean, they probably knew in some way. They were like, yeah, I mean, the fans want to hear us sing in English because we have a lot of English speaking fans. But I don't think they were on the same level that we were on. We were all like, oh, this is it. This is when they finally get #1 on the Hot 100. This is finally it, guys. Because previous to this, the highest they got was like, what, number 7? I think
Which
there
is
was a
still
whole meme
high.
around 7.
That's still very high.
Yeah, it's still high, but we were like, what does it take? What is it gonna take?
Sure.
And this was it. This was our moment. This was when we all came together. And even I was rooming with a Swiftie at the time. And I love that guy. I love that guy to death. I learned so much about Taylor Swift through him. And he was watching me stand this semi-unknown Korean band, and he was like, I really hope they get a #1 on the Hot 100. And I was like, thank you, sir. And he's like, I will stream it with you. And I was like, oh, my heart, we have a special pop culture connection here.
Hey.
And sure enough, On got to #4. Very good.
Oh,
the song dropped, and it was absolute banger. I heard it on the radio multiple times that day. It was insane. The last time I heard a song on the radio that was BTS, it was Mic Drop. And it was out of completely nowhere. And the fans had to send flowers to the stations to get the play. Like, you understand? Do you understand? It was insane. And I remember I had to stay late for work that day or one of the days, because I was a career woman, as I still am. And my manager was like, I need you to stay late today. I'm sorry. And I'm like, I will do it if you watch the Dynamite music video.
Oh.
And he said, okay,
Damn.
I will do that for you. And he watched it with me. And the very first thing he said was, dear God, that man drank a lot of milk. And that is always the first thing I hear when someone new watches this music video. They're like, oh my God, that was a huge gulp of milk. And I'm like, this is a caricature of Americanness. I don't know what to tell you. He's making fun of you. I don't think that was the actual intent, to be fair. That's a joke.
My God.
But yes, we were all in on it, guys. We did it. We brought Dynamite up to the Hot 100 #1. But you know what we didn't expect? We didn't expect it to stay there. And it stayed for a long time. Like, usually with K-pop songs, you get it up on like a really high position and then it falls. And you get it up and it falls. Psy was the only one that was able to get it on chart, like stay on the chart for a while. Dynamite was on the chart for so long. I kept checking every single week. I'd be like, when is it going to fall off? Oh, it's still there. And every single time, it was a huge celebration. I think it's crazy. And I think that was the point when we were like, oh, this isn't about ARMY anymore. we're not the only ones listening to BTS anymore.
Oh my god.
We can finally share
Right,
this
because
with our friends and
there-
family.
because there was definitely like a domino effect there, right? Because like I had my nieces singing the song who never. I mean, they were like 8 or 9 at the time. They don't know K-pop exists. They don't know who BTS is, but they know all the words of the song, and like
Yeah.
you know.
Ooh.
So I think at that point, it's like the song becomes bigger. The song becomes bigger than just BTS at that point, right?
Right.
It becomes
Yeah.
like its own,
And I think
like its own living thing, sort of, and it
Yeah.
just starts like
Entity,
feeding
yeah.
into itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, entity.
I think this is where they actually started to work the system a bit. Like the system was never built for them, but they found a way to play into it. And they had the radio deal at this point. They were able to get the spins that they needed to put it on the Hot 100 to create the playlist for the radio. So it was like it created its own perpetual machine in a way. And that's kind of just how a lot of pop music in America works. Unfortunately, but also fortunately for BTS. So there's lots of times when it's like a good thing that
Yeah.
they were able to do.
MV
I love
got
Dynamite.
103 million views in 24 hours. That is insane.
Yeah.
And then I did see like anywhere between like 10 to 13 weeks consecutively in the #1 slot. That's insane. So big kudos.
And I do have a quote from Jimin, the mouth man himself, from our lovely book. Jimin said, "We did well on the charts during that time, but we weren't in it for the chart performance to begin with. We were perfectly satisfied and grateful for the love and support that we received even before then."
Aw.
So goes
Little
to
did they know.
show, absolute humble kings.
We love it. We love it.
They truly did not know how popular they were. I
probably
think they
still
know a little
don't.
bit more now.
I was gonna
A
say.
little bit more, but they're still like sometimes cheap. Like when they were on island for a hot sec and they went to the snack room for the trainees and they were like, "Oh shoot, can we take some snacks home?" And we're like, "What?"
Like you guys can buy a grocery store.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
Like they're I don't think it's clicked. I don't think it clicked.
They're like, ooh, snacks.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, a piece of candy.
Honestly, like if they ever do their variety show and then the what was one of the prizes for winning on their variety show was that you got to go home early and everyone was like, absolutely, that's gonna be me.
Oh my god. That's great. That's
They're
great.
simple men.
They are. They are. Rogue millionaire for real. Well, very cool. Very cool. Obviously, it's doing them well. So I feel like we got to keep it moving here. We're
Yep.
moving on. Life Goes On, which is the next song.
This is Dynamite was on this album. This was the title track of that album. This was an album that was like almost fully done by BTS, like everything. Promotions, songs, of course, lyrics, and then I think they also put a lot into the music video. Like they did some shots themselves.
Oh,
I don't remember, but
Okay.
let us know in the comments everything BTS did for this album,
it looks like a Jungkook directorial debut. Very cool. Very cool.
which he actually does a lot of direction in his own little vlog things. So
Ooh,
he had
Hey.
the experience.
what a man. We love it.
GCF.
All right.
All right.
Let's keep it moving.
어느 날 세상이 멈췄어 아무런 예고도 하나 없이 몸은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어 자국이 지워진 거리 여기 남아져 있는 나 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이 yeah.
아직도 멈추질 않아 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐 몹시 아프네 세상이란 놈이 지갑기 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 배갑기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤 겨울이 오면 내 진짜 더 뜨거운 숨 끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴 할까 발이 뜨지 않아 잠시 두 눈을 감아
like the harmonies.
내 손을 잡아 저 미래로 달아나자 I cannot go in the forest 하루가 돌아오겠지 아무 일도 없던 듯이 Yeah, life goes on like an arrow in the blue sky 또 하루도 나다겠지 On my pillow, on my table Yeah, life goes on like this again 이 음악을 빌려 너에게 나 전할게 사람들은 말해 세상이 다 변했대 다행히도 우리 사이는 아직 여태 안 변했네 늘 하던 시작과 끝 안녕이란 말로 오늘과 내일도 함께 이어보자고 멈춰있지 마 어둠에 숨지 마 빛은 더 떠오르니까 끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴 할까 발이 뜨지 않아 잠시 두 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 미래로 달아나자
Ooh.
Like an echo in the forest 하루가 돌아오겠지 아무 일도 없던 듯이 Yeah, life goes on like an arrow in the blue sky 또 하루도 날아갔지 On my pillow, on my table Yeah, life goes on like this again I remember yeah, 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 yeah. I remember. I remember. Yeah, 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 yeah. I remember.
All right, that was BTS Life Goes On. If you are joining us this evening. Very cool. Also, I want to point out I kept seeing feet in chat, and that I was like, just imagine if this is the first video you watch and you just see chat saying feet, 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 feet down the side of your screen. I just think that's funny. It would be very concerning. So at the same time, if you have no knowledge and
still a
you
little
are not,
concerning.
just a little concerning. But anyway, no diss to you guys. You know, hey, you like what you like. It's fine. But I thought the song was wonderful. It has this like beautiful, like I love the way it's arranged. They have like this like great like acoustic guitar. I think the like synths are really nice, or like the electronics they use in the song were just like really, really, really lush, and I think they add this sort of texture to the song that I really appreciate. But I also got to give it up for the vocals in the song. The vocals are incredibly layered. There's like, I think a 3-part harmony in like that last chorus, and I think also in the second chorus as well. I know obviously Jimin's doing those like really high, super, super, super high falsetto like tones. But I just thought, oh my God, it was just so well like manicured and like put together. And to me, it was like I was just kind of in awe of that. So I really appreciate that a ton. Also, it was cool to kind of see them like having a little bit of fun, joking around. Like there's like a lot of cool like quips and them like just having a fun time. And it seems like they were like really enjoying themselves in this music video, which is like a huge compliment to this video, of course. But yeah, I thought this was I thought this was very wonderful. I'll probably go back and listen to this one again because I enjoyed the instrumentation of it, but I think the vocals were what really roped me in. In terms of people that stood out to me, I really liked the Suga and the J-Hope again. That rap section was just so beautifully done. It almost doesn't even feel like they're rapping. It just feels like they're just kind of like doing almost like a spoken word type like rhythm to it. And I also think J-Hope has like this really nice like warmed vocal tone, especially in his part, that I really stood out to me a lot. So yeah, this is really great. This is a sleeper for me, but I definitely will love this one a lot.
I think you kind of covered most of the things that I wanted to bring up here. I think I agree that this song was never like it's not my go-to like hype playlist song. You know what I mean?
Sure,
But
yeah.
I think it definitely uh fits like it has its place, and I think it's definitely like one of those songs when it comes on. I'm like, this was a good song. Like I definitely didn't give it enough of a. I don't want to say I didn't give it a chance. I just don't think I like listened to it as heavily as a lot of other songs, and I guess maybe it's just personal taste or something. I don't know, but I really enjoyed. I've never seen the music video. This is my first time watching the video. I really liked it.
Mm.
Were they when they were in the theater or the stage there? Was that all light sticks in the crowd?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Thoughts? That
crazy.
was cool. That was cool. Like that's a cute representation of army. I think is I don't know, looked like 1,000 light sticks.
Hmm.
Anyone know the exact number?
I'm sure someone does.
Yes,
Oh, for
that's why.
sure.
Hey,
Yep.
that's why I asked.
That's why we have chat.
Well, I was curious because maybe there's like a specific number and it's for a reason. So,
It's 7,700.
I was gonna say that's
oh my
would be
god.
on point, honestly.
No, I thought this. I don't know. The song just it feels very relaxing. I don't know how to. I don't know what other vibe to associate it with. It's just a very relaxing, easy listening song. I like it. I think the one thing I was going to highlight that I thought was most notable was what Brandon mentioned about those like really high falsetto harmonies that were going on. Where I almost like I didn't even think. I also am assuming it was Jimin just because of his vocal tone. I thought it had to have been like a feature or like vocals from someone else because
Mm.
it was so. Um, I mean, I know he's capable of super high vocals, but it was like, oh, it's so high. And then there were parts where he was also doing like his own ad libs or own vocal parts while that was going on, and it didn't really sound like it matched up 1-to-1 to me. So I was questioning myself quite a bit.
They do tend to use a artist to create a lot of like high harmonies, and her name is Adora.
Oh,
But
Okay,
I don't know if that's her on this track. I think it was probably Jimin. But in case that happens again in another song, could be someone else.
okay. Well, whoever it was gets 20 points from me.
whoa!
Only Brandon gets point.
I did hear Adora on Saturday. So Adora is great. Shout outs to her.
Oh, you
She was awesome.
did?
I did.
Oh
Yeah, on the
man.
Chaos
Oh,
stream.
I wish
Yeah,
I was there.
you can go watch the video when I'm done mowing through like over 12 hours worth of videos.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Crazy.
I'm a madman. Crazy.
This was one of those songs that I didn't like how it made me feel.
That's fair. That's fair.
I recognize it's a very good song. I definitely didn't give it enough spins because I didn't want to. I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear that life would go on. I want life to go back to the way it was. I was fully in that mindset, fully like not taking it. Oh my god, Heavenly Divine. I literally have Big Ocean on the wheel. I'm so mad. Anyway.
Oh, it was great. Shout out to Big Ocean.
Um,
Go check them out. They're great.
yeah.
It was
But
adorable.
yeah, Life Goes On is it it suffers from a lot of the songs of this time period. It just has too much of that sting. That shot of V looking out the window at that stadium. That was literally me every single day I had to drive to work. I passed that stadium and it hurt. It still hurts. It still hurts. I avoid that stadium like the plague.
That's fair.
But there is a different song on this album that really resonated with me, and that is Stay. That's another classic BTS EDM fun thing. And I think there was like a leak of like, I don't know if it was a leak or just a post, honestly, but Suga had like a folder of like, I don't like EDM songs. And like Stay was under that, or like the title was I don't like making EDM songs. Which just goes to show how everyone has tastes, everyone has different tastes, but they always do their job. It stinks. He's so good at EDM songs. But I really love that song. I like a lot more. I like these songs a lot more, this album a lot more now. Blue and Gray definitely went up there after the performance at their concert. And I think it does get kind of glossed over a bit when people are talking about BTS albums, and I don't know why that is. I think maybe because it wasn't the typical promotion pattern that they usually have. Like, it wasn't really an era. Like, it didn't feel like an era. It wasn't a trilogy. It was kind of just a little project that BTS put together on their own. So it's a weird one, but I will say Life Goes On got significantly better after I heard the Auguste track, which Suga remade this song as his own for Auguste, and I when I heard that one, it made me appreciate this one way more. Just take some time.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I didn't know BTS at this time, so it's a little bit like past tense, but I can definitely like understand like the emotion behind it, and I kind of appreciate their level of like vulnerability, obviously being like a large group, and being kind of like out there. I respect the fact that they are being so vulnerable, it takes a certain level of like at least honor for me as a musician, like to just be as vulnerable as it is. So yeah, this one I'll be listening to a lot because I would like to learn it at some point. So I'll probably be diving deep into this one for sure. So very cool. We're gonna keep it schmoovin' here. We have next on the list is an unknown small song.
Hey, who in chat watched Buttermelt for like an hour?
Wait, what?
Who was here? Okay, so the Butter promo, for Butter was absolutely insane. It still feels like a fever dream. There were these little like short videos. It wasn't particularly TikToks at that time. I think they were just videos they posted on Twitter of BTS doing really random stuff. Like they were just sitting in a room with horrible lighting holding balloons. Or they like I forgot all the weird stuff they did, but the promo was so strange. And then the strangest part was, hey, tune into our YouTube channel at this time. And you tune in, and it was literally like a stick of butter, and it was melting. And we are all like, what's going on? What is this? And we just watched butter melt for an hour. And then they announced that the track was called Butter. And we were all like, oh my God, we're so stupid.
I feel stupid.
It was just a promo of butter melting, and we were all like, what does it mean? What is the song gonna be? What is it called? What is the song? Why is there butter melting? What is the song?
And meanwhile, BTS
song was Butter.
They're like
the song is called Butter.
Oh my God.
5 hours. Okay, yeah. Yep.
Oh my God. Jesus.
I remember I put it on in the background. I'm like, I have no idea what's happening, but I need to be here for
it. I can only imagine the amount of like long open-ended theories that were crafted and like documents that were typed up and videos that were made all for it to just be
Oh, okay.
the
wait.
song Butter.
God. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so I literally just searched BTS, how many people watched Buttermelt? And Billboard has an article. BTS Army is so excited about the group's upcoming second English language single Butter that more than 13 million of them have been watching Buttermelt for an hour. That
What?
was us.
What?
They called us out. 13 million people watched Buttermelt.
All right. I can't do this. You know what I have to say is literally on my soundboard here. I'm just gonna play it. That's what I feel. Anyway, let's get into Butter. I feel like we gotta do it.
I didn't hear it.
It was
Yeah,
the
whatever.
Mario, it was a Mario oof sound.
Yeah.
Oof. It wasn't a bad oof, Sarah.
Like butter, like a criminal undercover. Don't pop like trouble, breaking into your heart like that. Cool shade stunner, yeah, owe it all to my mother. Hot like summer, yeah, I'm making you sweat like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm not too hard to do. I got the superstar glow, so ooh, do the boogie. A side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby.
Man, Jungkook with that hair though.
Let me show you 'cause talking shit. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Smooth like butter. Pour you in like no other. Don't need no usher to remind me you got it bad. Ain't no other that could sweep you up like a rubber. Straight up, I gotcha. Making you fall like that. Break it down. Ooh, when I look in the mirror, I'm at your heart into two. I got the superstar glow, so ooh, to the boogie line. Side step right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that heat. Let me show you 'cause talk is cheap. A side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Get it, let it roll. Get it, let it roll. Eyes on my wrist, I'm the nice guy. Got the right body and the right mind. Rolling up the party, got the right vibes. Move like haters. Fresh boy, pull up and we lay low. All the players get moving with the bass low. Got army right behind us when we say so. Let's go. Side step right left to my beat. Right left to my beat. I like the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got the heat. Let me show you 'cause talk is cheap. Side step right left to my beat. Get it, let it roll. Cool light, cool shade, and you know we don't stop. How like, ain't no, you been like, oh my god. We gon' make the rocket easy. We gon' make it bounce easy. Hotter, sweeter, cooler, butter. Get it, let it roll.
Oh, that was great.
That look right there, at the end was just a I got you.
I got you. Yeah. there
You
go.
watched
Yeah, it's like,
Buttermelt for an
yeah,
hour.
I made
So-
you watch this stick of butter for 5 hours. How do you feel?
All right.
I made you watch paint dry.
All right. Well, that was.
I'd do it for
BTS
Hobie.
Butter. I'll do it for Hobie.
That was such a in your face.
I got you. I got you. Oh my god. Got him. Yeah, it's the I got you prank, yo.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, go back to the iconic shot.
okay.
Go back to RM solo again.
Where was that?
At the middle end. Or right.
Right?
Wait.
Where do you
my
want me
God.
to go, Therese? I don't know what you
Middle right.
middle right. Okay.
Too far. Further.
Oh
Further.
my god.
Yep, keep going.
Oh my god.
Oh, stop. Yep. Play a little bit.
Okay.
Get moving with the bass low. Got army right behind us when we say so.
Stop.
Let's go.
You got it. Yeah, he did it.
How about that?
It
Love.
says as army.
I
It says
never
Army.
noticed that.
It says Army, guys. Got Army right behind us when we say so.
Hey yo, let's go. Let's go.
So cute.
We'll leave it on this. We'll leave it up here. I
Yeah.
got it. I don't think I need to say anything. This is just like an iconic song. As much as I have heard this song so much, like it is. I have listened to this song a lot, but I completely spaced out that Suga has a rap part, and that was great. So that's the only commentary I have about this song is that, man, Suga crushed it. But as well as that, great track. I feel like this is another like one that I feel like I overestimated this song while listening to this in retail hell, and now I have a new leaf. This is a great song. So
It's a great song.
that's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know how much you can really say about the song. Like everyone's heard it. It's a great song. It's definitely gotten its playtime. But just like Dynamite, there are so many songs I would rather hear this song on the radio like 20 times a day than most songs I hear on the radio.
That's
20
fair.
times a day.
Agreed. Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that's about as much as you could, ask for, I think, with a song that has like heavy radio play, right? 'Cause a lot of times people, you get sick of it, you start hating a song. I still jam in the song if I hear it, if it comes on. And it's cool that it still is played and often enough that I never need to go seek it out. It just
shows up.
it comes to me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
BTS comes to you. Yeah.
Also, Jimin was killing me in this video.
Oh,
but I'm not gonna simp. Don't worry over Jimin because this is the start of
I
my
will.
simping for Jungkook.
oh,
Gotcha.
Woo! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right though.
Yep, that hair and the tattoo
Yeah.
era, crazy.
The tattoo era. Okay,
Woo!
so the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
thing he got was the army tattoo on his fingers.
Mhm.
And there was like a
Ah.
message behind all of the little things because it was an upside down V for the A, and then RM, and then MY is Minyungi. Like if you put the combinations of letters together, it spells out army, it spells out all of the members' names, it spells out
Oh.
Wow.
there's a whole thing behind the army tattoo, but that was
Wow.
before he had the full sleeve.
Yeah,
Very
now he's
sweet.
cooking.
Yeah, now he's
Yeah,
going
he's-
crazy, and I feel
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
as a very tattooed man yourself.
As a heavily tattooed person, I love the representation.
Yeah.
yeah.
This is I enjoyed Dynamite very much, but I think it was obvious that it was written by someone else. And I think that kind of made me slightly disappointed, but also I knew what to expect because it was their first English single. This one was like that, but they actually wrote this for BTS. That's what it felt like. So the guy who wrote this, David Stewart, I think his name is, and he wrote Dynamite. I feel like, oh no, he's not on this track. But he was on Dynamite. But whoever wrote this track, which was apparently Jenna Andrews, Rob Grimaldi, Stephen Kirk, and a few other people, and RM, of course, writing his own lyrics because he's amazing. But I feel like this was tailored to BTS, whereas the other one could have been a song that they might have bought the rights to. This one, and of course, they added their own rap lyrics in Dynamite. I think. I'm pretty sure. But this one was made for BTS, it felt like. Just musically and stylistically And if you ever get the chance to check out the remix music video versions, they are acid trips of their own. That was basically like all of the memes of like, we let the Gen Z intern edit this video. It was like that, but you were just letting BTS run loose, like letting them run loose in a field, and they made the music video. I love the Megan Thee Stallion feature.
Nice.
If you haven't heard that one, that's a really good feature. They did a
not.
really good
No.
song with her. And then the Jimin, J-Hope, and Jungkook did a dance choreography to her part of that song, and it's freaking fire. So there's a karaoke version. This is a fun song. They had a lot of fun with this one, whereas Dynamite was very much like, we have to get on the #1 Hot 100, and now this one's like, yeah, we're here.
We're here. Yeah, we're BTS. Yeah.
I don't think that's what BTS were saying, to be clear. I just think the company might have been a little more serious with Dynamite than they were with Butter.
That's fair. That's fair. But that's cool.
So
yeah,
good.
if you wanna give us some of the remixes in our wheel or whatever, would definitely be down to check those out. Or Chaos Stream, feel free to recommend. I would definitely check out some of them. I will wait to check them out if people suggest them. So this is probably going to be the one that I'm going to try to learn. I gotta find out which ones I'm capable of. My dance skills.
Not on is what we learned.
Definitely not on, yeah.
I don't think you want to do a roundhouse kick in your choreo, so
I
probably
could try.
not idle.
I'll probably dislocate my leg or something, but
you can learn the hat trick from their debut stage.
Let me know. Well, if you are watching this, let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see. I probably will be doing Dynamite for the most part, but I'm persuaded. My poor unk knees. You're right. Exactly. I hear him cracking them all the time. So anyway, we're going to keep it schmoving here because we have a couple more. We got a couple more. We have the Run BTS dance practice.
So this video, actually, I purely just edited the audio because it is a dance practice video. What? It sounds like a dance practice video, and I want you guys to hear the studio version. So I dubbed over the dance practice with the studio version up until the end. And then at the end, you'll hear the actual dance practice noises.
Man, editor Therese here. Let's go. Oh,
and I even added the subs.
I was going to say for Therese does not like the sneaker squeaking.
I don't like the sneaker squeaking.
So this
I hate that.
Best option. So give some claps to Therese. W's in chat for Therese, but let's keep it moving.
But this is not part of Butter. Butter was its own thing. We missed permission to dance, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. We are now in the anthology album Proof. This is a new song on that album.
All right, cool. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay. Run. Okay, let's go. 너원 현 100m 우리 잘해. 학교 끝나면 회사 갈래. 지금 바로 다 갈게. 제발 제발 보내지 마세요. 같은 그날의 꿈꿔. 멍소리치라는 듯. I don't wanna go back again. Let's go. 10년을 wait from the back. I got your back. 우린 좀 빨라. Let's have a make. So don't we got us. And tell me what you wanna want. If you live fast, let us die young. 어느새 에너지. Make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지. Make it move left and right. 보면 party 우리 가솔린 yeah. 이제까지 are you ready yeah. Okay, let's go. Run bulletproof run yeah you got it run bulletproof run yeah you got it run bulletproof run yeah you got it run
I like this guitar line.
Okay, let's go. 내가 말했어. 너는 너의 비가 새던 작업 싫었어. 강수를 까매 사랑이나 하메라 재밌던 것만 성공하면 다들 뒤져서 방탄의 성공 유나도 몰라도 함께 어디서 우리들이 모두 새 빠진 게 다른 거지 뭐라든 달린 거지 답은 여기서 위로
got that. G-Joe,
crazy.
got that. Good music, got that. Wu-Tang, got that.
Hey.
You say, you hot, only, you not. 뛰는 높이에 나는 높게 달리는 바타. Let's go.
Oh, that was such a quick transition.
Nice.
Let us die now. 어느새 에너지, make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지, make it move left and right. Don't make body 우리 가솔린, yeah yeah. It's God, are you ready? Yeah yeah yeah. Let's go. Run bulletproof, run, yeah you gotta run. Run bulletproof, run, yeah you gotta run. Run bulletproof, run, yeah you gotta run. Run bulletproof, run.
Same.
Oh, that was
That's how we do we do. 그렇게 증명했어. 조금 좋아하니도 100만짜리로. Living it we go. Sing nothing it go. Go sing 윤격된 go. Sing 전국이 모든 so sing. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
That's hard.
Go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. 달리자 word.
Let's feel it fast, let us die young. 어느새 에너지, make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지, make it move left and right. tum의 발이 우리 가솔린, yeah yeah. It's God, are you ready? Yeah yeah yeah.
a. That was a clean transition, Therese. I heard that
Ah,
shit.
thanks.
That was hard.
Thanks. I had to have the little shouting in the back. Oh, that was so
Hard. That was like true flex. True flex.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. W Therese.
cool.
W
Oh,
Therese.
so good.
Um,
It's all them. They did it, guys.
but you edited this.
I
so
take zero credit. Zero credit.
you did the mastermind work in the computer. You know. Man, this was a fun dance practice. I'll tell you what. This is hard as fuck, and I respect that because literally I was sitting here and my bones were breaking. So I felt my bones getting
so
weaker.
not this one.
Definitely not this one. I'll try it. I'll try to do a run through of it, but I don't know how
Alex
good it
got
would
to
be.
take his sweater off to make that motorcycle jacket.
That's-
Mm,
No.
Can you imagine?
I will
Can you
not
imagine
figure it
the
out.
pressure on that dancer?
Oh my god. Better
Oh my
have an
God.
Oh my
ambulance on
God.
it. Yeah.
I have to give Jermaine the jacket.
Yeah, my god, yeah. No, this was wonderful. I really liked the guitar in this song. The guitar work was so good, and it's like at first I like didn't really recognize it, but then I like my brain, you saw when that like that shit kicked in. It was just so sick. But I gotta give a shout outs to like the rapping squad. Man, this song like
Oh my
God, some of the best rap lines ever. I love this. This is great. I feel like all of them crushed it equally. But the rap line was wildly good in this song. So yeah, I gotta give the kudos to them in this song. But yeah, wonderful track. Great one.
Man, I've never heard this before or seen this video. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I apologize. I saw your instant visceral reaction, and I am sorry. I think.
Everyone's
Uh,
like,
That's how I react anytime
Look,
Alex says he hasn't seen or heard a
That's
video.
fair.
guys. Sometimes I'm in and out. Sometimes I miss stuff. Look, I don't know. It
wow.
happens. I don't know.
I'm
Sometimes
really surprised though because this one made the rounds on the socials.
apparently it missed one social.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know.
big suck.
But hey, I heard it now.
You
I'm
did.
here.
Kudos. There
I'm
you go,
so
Alex.
curious
I'm
now
so
what
proud
you
of
think.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was really good. I mean, I probably need to listen to it more. But off rip, first reaction, that was very fun. I was trying to wasn't really paying much attention to the lyrics because the dance practice was so captivating. You know what I mean? So I don't really know what I can comment on the lyrics. I do remember there was one part where RM was like shouting out all the other members by name, and I thought that was
It was
cool, clever.
J-Hope.
Oh, was it Joe? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's okay.
What is the? Can you explain like what are like the lyrics about, or like what is the, I guess,
This is
significance?
yeah, this is basically like it's basically the answer to the question they always get in interviews, which is like, how did BTS become so popular? And their answer is basically like, I don't know, man. We just ran really hard. Like
Okay,
we started from the bottom. We waited to get to where we are now.
so
We
it's
gave
sort
it
of like
our
a
all.
celebration piece.
I think so.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think because there's literally the lyrics. The reason for Bangtan's success, I don't know either. Why in the world would such a thing exist? It's just that we all ran strenuously. It's just that we ran no matter what others said. So
It's like, okay, so it's like an acknowledgement of their
yes,
hard work.
it's a literal
piece.
answer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. I really specifically liked Suga's rap a lot. I thought
Mm-hmm.
that was impressive. That reminded me a lot of like the rap style that we heard a lot in like the Augusty tracks.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, like
Mhm.
very kind of like low tone but like fast rapping that I really like from him a lot. But then like the vocalists were also great too. I noticed the I'm trying to remember. I think the part I'm thinking of where it was like higher harmonies was Jungkook and Jimin, I believe.
I think it
Yeah.
might have been Jin and Jimin.
Oh,
Yeah, it might have been. Whoever it was in Jimin, that was also very good. I
Mhm.
appreciated the vocal aspect of that as well, and the dancing is just crazy. I mean, that's sort of why I'm kind of fumbling over other stuff to say because I was just watching the choreography. Like they had a
Oh my
million
God.
dancers in a huge room, and all the choreography using like the sweaters and everything is very fun, very cool.
And they
agreed.
did
A
this
little.
performance. Oh, what?
I was just gonna say a little sad. I haven't seen this.
Yeah. Yes, you missed out. But it's okay. You're here now.
Hey, this is what we're here for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's crazy that they did this performance, or they've only performed it once. That was for a free concert
Wow.
in
Wow.
Korea.
Ayo.
And I didn't put that performance because I didn't like the quality of the videos there. I was like, no, we're gonna watch their dance practice because that's Bangtan level quality.
That's very cool.
This is such a good track. I think this is my favorite in a long time.
Ooh,
My favorite since On.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, we all had a great time. We were all here, right? You know, in February 2020. We all had a great time with On. And I think since then, I think it's apparent that they started adding a lot more new producers to their mix, and I think that's great. I don't want to discount that at all because I think that brought a lot more flavors and a lot more ideas to their music. But I did miss this really high energy kind of hip hop inspired track that they would do. I think it's a huge callback to like older BTS songs that they would make. But it still has a lot of the new flair that they've been adding because they added a lot more
Yeah.
producers to this track. So I think it's a perfect like combination of like what they've done in the past and kind of helping fans that liked that older music still enjoy what they're doing now. Because that's a lot of what I hear is like, oh, I didn't really like this song. I didn't really like this song. I miss their old stuff. And I think that's fair. But I also think that no artist should have to stick with their old stuff. They should be able to move forward and grow past and be able to make whatever kinds of music they're able to make. So
That's
Run
fair.
BTS is an incredible song. It's definitely one of my favorite lyrics for all their songs. I love when I've got to say J-Hope, ever since Dynamite,
Ooh.
he's been right there. He's been right there
Yeah.
next to Jin because
That's
he's
fair.
so good. Every single verse, every
so
single verse
captivating.
on Butter, on
Yeah.
this song. Oh my god, he's so good.
He is, incredibly captivating.
Yes.
Like that.
I love everyone equally, of course. But
gotta-
sometimes they get me.
Sometimes. I got you.
And they get in my brain
Hey.
and they live there forever.
Hey, I get it.
We all
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. I liked Sarah's comment, so I had it saved in chat. It was, they said, "Run BTS by BTS is great. So is Run BTS the show by BTS and Run by BTS."
Yes. I love all
Oh
of
my
those
God.
things.
I'm not gonna lie, I had an aneurysm reading that, so if I'm taken away in an ambulance, you know what happened. All right, cool. Well, unfortunately, we're into the final video / song of the evening.
I'm gonna cry. Okay.
This one is yet to come. We are here. We're here, and I think we're gonna get into it unless Therese has something to say.
I gotta say something.
Oh,
Say it.
I don't know if I've heard this song.
Okay, well, this was literally the title track of their anthology album. So I'm just going to say take everything that you've learned from the past month
all right, I'm
and
gonna
bring it in. Bring it in
focus
here.
in.
All of the visuals from the past music videos, all of the lyrics of the past albums. And we're here.
All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I'm not looking at you. I love you guys, but I'm
Very
not gonna
good.
look.
Very good, Brandon.
Was it honestly the best? Cause I just wanna see the next 부지런히 지나온 어제들 속에 참 아름답게 Yeah, the past was honestly the best But my best is what comes next I'm not playing now for sure 그날을 향해 숨이 벅차게 You and the best moment is yet to come
Oh, it's the truck they were driving.
Moment is yet to come
Let's go.
Yeah
He's doing it.
In the Wings video.
언제부턴가 말하네 우리 최고라고 온통할 수 없는 names 이제 무겁기만 해 노래가 좋았다고 그저
I feel like that was a reference and we completely forgot about it.
Promise that we'll keep on coming back for more 너의 마음속 깊은 어딘가 여전한 소년이 있어 Moment is yet to come, yet to come
Another music video reference.
그 길의 끝이 무엇일까 Moment is yet to come
God, I can't remember these music videos. Fuck.
Okay, okay.
We're gonna touch the sky
That's where Jin kissed the statue.
Yeah, yeah.
자 이제 시작이야 The best yet to come 언젠가부터 붙은 불편한 수식어
Is this Butterfly?
Yes, and the piano he's got on there.
Oh, it's the piano. Fuck. Oh, these are from all the videos. The individual videos. Oh, this is sick. Oh, I like the license plate referencing the song. Cool.
너의 마음속 깊은 어딘가 여전한 소년이 있어 꿈꾸는가 그 길의 끝이 무엇일까 모두가 숨죽인 밤 우린 발을 멈추지 않나
Is it Bus from the first music video?
Yeah, that pre-debut one, right?
Yep. Harmonies were great on this. Oh, so sweet. I just want somebody to look at me like Hobie looks at Jimin.
Oh.
Oh,
That's it.
wow. This feels complete,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that
And
was
now-
yet to come. The most beautiful moment by BTS, and this is a beautiful moment. If you joined us for the entire month, thank you for culminating slightly the end asterisk
Yeah.
question mark. You know,
The end.
yeah, the end
It's the
potentially?
end of chapter 1.
is yeah, yeah,
We are in chapter 2 currently.
yeah. We're in New Game Plus for BTS now. For all you nerds out there, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you did. You absolutely did. 50
Yeah.
points to Brent. Nah, let's give him 200 points.
200.
He did very good.
Oh, thank you, thank
there
you,
were
thank
very small things that you would only know if you've watched these music videos a million times.
I haven't
Like,
watched them with a fine tooth comb, but I think I
when
did pretty
Jimin-
good for one.
when
for
Jimin
once
reaches
through.
out his hand and it's like this was it Save Me or Run? He does this exact same shot. Taehyung was the I think it was the Stigma music video with the flower.
Ooh, okay.
And what else? There was so much. The carousel with Jungkook.
The carousel
from-
I couldn't figure
Spring
out, but
Day.
I knew that was a part of a music video.
Yeah. Closing the eyes. You got the statue. Tae's boy in love. Ah. Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Very nice, very nice. Spring Day. Okay, yeah,
and
that
then
is spring day.
what tops it all off is that they were doing this in a desert. Now,
Yeah.
what does that signify? And you could hear at the end of this video that there was like sounds of the ocean, but they're in the desert. How is that possible? We didn't talk a lot about the fandom itself, the ocean
I'm sorry.
inspiration.
We didn't do a yes or no video. yet. Oh wait, we did on the B side. I will never be
Oh,
able to
it's
relinquish
everything
myself
else.
of that. God damn it.
Yeah. But the reference to the sea or the ocean, the sea or the ocean, those are their fans. That's how
Oh.
they signify during the Map of the Soul promotions. A lot of times BTS were seen in the desert because they didn't have their fans because it was not a great time. But after, like, they don't, I don't know what the actual like commentary is on this video. Is it that they don't that we turn the desert into the ocean, so it doesn't matter that they had a desert to begin with. They were in the desert the whole time all those music videos were being filmed. We were the ocean that was fueling them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep. Like an ocean.
Deep like an ocean.
So, I guess in terms of Easter eggs, this was great. I think if you are much like me and you have spent an entire month with BTS, I think this culminates a very cool thing, which as someone who enjoys a good like studio, like who enjoys kind of a big picture moment, I feel like if you're a BTS fan, like you'd be sobbing because this has like really cool references. It has like some that are a little bit more like in your face, but if you're like a true army and you really like know a lot about their like lyricism, all that sort of stuff, or like little tidbits about their discography, I think this is a great song to represent them and kind of close out, I would assume right now currently, their chapter. Um but I think it's great. I think this was cool as someone again who has like only watched these music videos once through and was able to kind of pick out some of those things. I think to me it was like a really cool like end cap to chapter 1 of BTS for me, and I appreciated all the references and all that sort of stuff, and I think it gave me more of that appreciation for how important their referencing is, but also crucial their how crucial they are as artists and how respectful they are of their fandom, and like how like uh reciprocal it is in some ways. It is really nice, and I think it's a really kind of again beautiful commentary on what they do as artists. So I don't really have anything to say in terms of like the song itself. I thought it was a very well put together song, but I think it's even more so like the imaging, the musicality and stuff like that. I think the culmination of everything that is BTS is in this music video. So I think it is this is really cool. So I think as a newbie BTS fan, I love this. This is cool.
What if I told you the lyrics on this track are P Dog, RM, Suga, J Hope, DM
Hey.
Gleiser,
Hey.
and Max?
Oh,
Huh.
let's go. We love Max. Shout outs Max. I love
Hmm.
Max. Big salutes. He also did a feature on
Solid.
that was great. The Sugar feature is awesome. But yeah, that's my commentary. I feel like that's it. I mean, Alex or Therese, you have anything else to add to this?
I liked the bridge. I thought there was a lot of vocal layering going on in the bridge, and it was also panning a lot, very chaotic panning, and I like that.
Mm.
It was fun. I enjoyed the lyrics. They were very like I think obviously like on point with what the song was about, but very like optimistic and like sentimental but not sappy, I think.
Sure.
Um I think that this whole video is really cool because it feels like like a song, but like a video specifically that you can watch and appreciate with like a baseline like no knowledge of BTS, right?
Mm.
But like the more you know about the lore and the more you know the references and the more you know about them, like the more things you'll find and the more Easter eggs you'll find and the more the video will mean to you.
Agreed.
So I think that's pretty cool. I think that like me and Brandon have a very minimal understanding, I think, of references and BTS and their lore and stuff. And I think obviously like the more we would like learn about them and learn about lore beats and stuff that you probably pick out a million more things that we didn't even see in the video. That's cool. I feel like that's a really fun thing for like the fandom to be able to like keep digging and like finding new meanings and stuff. Like I guess I don't know, like Therese could probably speak on it more when you give your thoughts, but I don't know how deep the references or how deep the stuff in this video goes. Maybe it is just like those set references or the pieces, like the installations they put. But um I have heard this before
Oh.
at some point. Just maybe not in full, or like maybe I've only seen like parts of the video before because like them in the desert looked really familiar, and I think some of the songs sounded familiar. But this is definitely like my first full time listen through, paying attention and everything. It was really interesting. It was fun. I liked that there was one part, I think it was RM, who I really thought he was referencing or like nodding to Kanye West's Touch the Sky. But I feel like that has to be wrong and it's just a coincidence. But it really made me think of it because I think he had a part where he says like touch the sky or
Touch the
something, and
sky,
he said it in a very similar cadence, and I was like, are we doing a Kanye reference? Or, like, but that's just the my brain rattling. That can't be a thing.
I mean,
knows?
I'm
Who
sure
knows?
he takes inspiration, but no, this was definitely about their
Right.
discography. Yeah, I feel like I feel very satisfied with this month. I feel like I got to see Brandon unlock all of the little secrets of BTS in real time, and that was
Aw.
really fun. I'm glad that Alex had a lot to say on some of these tracks, and seeing you interact with BTS as the multi I know you to be.
Thank you.
I am
I think
also
it
multi
Thank
too.
you.
it does help me like sort through the K-pop of the time, like
Yeah.
we were going through a huge timeline of this, but there were still plenty of great K-pop songs and videos during these times too, and putting it into perspective of like things that were coming in after each other, like the stops in the music videos, the tropical house. Like there were a lot of like trends that BTS didn't necessarily follow, but they existed around the time that they did them. So I think it's really cool seeing it all come together like this. It really feels like the longest freaking TV show that you could binge.
Yeah.
Every single BTS music video and song. Having to read all the lyrics, and it's been really fun. So now, Brandon, you're gonna have free reign to discover
do,
BTS
yeah.
on your own, and I'm really curious where they come up with your ultimate ranking of ATs as your number one boy.
ATs is still very highly contested for sure, but
Yeah.
I feel
But
like they'll do
you've
it.
opened the floodgates, and now I can just give you recommendation after recommendation, and you can choose to ignore them. It's fine.
No, I'll check them out. I whenever Therese sends me stuff, I'll listen to it. But final bias and fave song. Okay. I guess
As of right now.
in terms of
Wow.
this stream tonight, I mean, I think the one I enjoyed the most was Boy with Love. I feel like that one was my favorite of the
Oh.
tonight.
Wow.
I really enjoyed that one a lot. I'm gonna go back and listen to that album. I think my favorite bias. I mean, obviously, I went into this knowing V and loving Layover, and I still love that album. And I feel like I've listened to it more now because we've been delving into BTS. But I don't know. I feel like J-Hope, I've been giving him a lot of praise, but I feel like J-Hope's probably I feel like I have a special subset for like each member, and like I really feel bad that I didn't get to talk a lot about Jin, but I do think that Jin is fantastic, and I'm excited to delve more into Jin as an artist and like be more enamored
Me
by his
too.
talent. But I feel like for myself, like J-Hope like got me. Like once
Yeah,
we got it, I was just
understandably.
like J-Hope was like, oh, it
Full
was so
package.
good. Yeah, I think
Makes sense.
J-Hope was like, man, I was very surprised about. Though I feel like, again, I was surprised by all of them. I think they're all very very talented, and I think if anything, it was a very eye-opening experience as someone who again only knew like the Butter and the Dynamite songs, like that they did, and I I I can walk away from this month knowing that they are so much more than those songs. And I think that if there's
Oh.
anything for people to go and check this out, I would highly recommend really truly watching. I understand it's a lot of content, but I truly would recommend going through and listening to their discography, even if it's not with me. Like I would highly recommend just taking the time to listen to BTS, because I think oftentimes, at least from myself as someone who listens to a multitude of different genres, like I only thought that they did that sound and stupidly thought that they only did that sound. And I'm so glad that I can be more understanding of what they do and what they're capable of. And again, they have an immense amount of talent that I genuinely hope with all my heart that people go and check out, because this was a great experience.
I would love to see you react to someone come up to you and say like, "Yeah, I know BTS, Dynamite, right?"
Yeah, and then I'm like,
And
I'm the
you'll
one
be
who
like,
gets mad.
"No!"
I'm like, all right, here, check out 24 hours of me talking about BTS. You know, like holy shit.
Alex, your final thoughts?
Am I
Final
picking a
bias,
bias in
final
song?
song, yeah.
I have not changed stances. I am a fake love Jungkook enjoyer.
Hey, respect.
I have gained a lot of appreciation for different members and different songs, though. I will say that there have been songs that I was not a huge fan of that I definitely have like a newfound interest and newfound appreciation for, which is very cool. I'm excited to like add them to my repertoire
Mm-hmm.
of BTS songs. And I feel like I learned a lot about members that I really feel like there was a lot of members. How do I say this? I feel like there are members that I had more of a two-dimensional view of
Okay.
prior to BTS month, not prior to tonight, but prior to BTS month, and getting more of a like in-depth journey with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can very confidently say that all of the members have a very like 4D skill set and like talent pool now that I
Wow.
it's way easier for me to like think of a member and be like, oh, well, you know, I always see them do this, but like, oh, I've also seen them do this, and they bring this to the table, and they like this is how their personality shines through in these songs, and this is what they add to like this, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really cool to I think gain, not that like, I hope no one takes it in the wrong way. It's like not like I didn't like members prior
No,
to this
you
or
just
anything. There's
you
there's no
knew
bad blood.
the
I
bare
just
minimum about
I just
them.
knew who
Yeah.
I knew, and I didn't know who I just wasn't familiar with. So very cool to get familiar with the group as a whole. I think that yeah, final takeaways, I think just based on like my own personal biases and like my memories of getting into BTS while I was very very new to K-pop, like not, I guess not super new, but like 2017-ish, 2018 I think is when I kind of started listening to BTS a bit. And I had been listening to K-pop for maybe 2 or 3 years at that time. I think that Fake Love has definitely had the most impact on me as like a project as a whole.
That's fair.
So I'll be sticking with that as my favorite, I think.
All right. Fair. I'm gonna say I entered the fandom in like the end of 2018. I don't remember when. It was around the time right before Jimin's Promise came out. But I never looked back, and I never will. I don't know what I was doing before BTS. I honestly was playing a lot of video games and watching anime, and I've been getting a lot more into anime recently.
Hey.
After someone called me out of like, what was the last new anime you watched? And I was like, Dr. Stone, and they're like, that's on season 3 now, and I was like, so I've definitely, BTS has always been a huge focus to me because they're able to put so much of my feelings and thoughts into words and music, and it's a language that I can share with other people instead of sharing my absolute neurodivergent ass in the words of my mouth. That does not work, as you guys have seen. But I'm gonna say right now, my bias is RM. I fully appreciate after seeing like everything they've been through. He's been a
Wow.
absolute rock in this group. He's helped them through so much. He would only translate the good comments because he's such a good person. And I also have been really into his album. I really like his album. Right people, wrong place.
Ooh,
And or right person, wrong. You know what? I don't know.
you got it.
A lot of it's a
We
lot
know
of
what you're talking about.
combinations of the wrong people in the right places.
Run
But
BTS, run BTS the show. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
I also wanted to show off my 3D printed Lost
Woohoo!
Maze. As soon as I finished watching the music video, I modeled this and I just printed it into a little pencil holder. So like you can put, this is a chapstick, but or lip gloss, but you can put stuff in it. This is for free. Anyone who has a 3D printer or access to a 3D printer can find it on Thingiverse. Just look up like RM Lost Maze pencil holder. But yeah,
Trees did it.
I love RM
Nice.
right now,
We'll
but
link
I
it.
am OT7.
I saw that RM's album was getting a lot of high praise online.
He always
Like
gets
through,
like the highest praise, and then like
Like
somehow
through
it doesn't.
reviews and outlets and
Yeah,
stuff.
and somehow it doesn't like fully show that in the sales, but I don't think it needs to, honestly.
Do you think
I'm
they're at
not.
the point where they care less about the sales
Yes.
and
Yeah.
care more about the reception?
Yes, I think
Then
so.
good for him.
Yeah, I think. And Jimin's going through his own time with his album promotions right now.
Sure.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oof.
But
Okay.
I do think that I am past the point of supporting BTS monetarily. That's my choice. I don't want to give Hybe any more money. And honestly, some of the stuff is like predatory practice. So I just appreciate seeing other people appreciate the music and hearing the reactions and seeing the reviews. But I don't feel the need to buy the albums anymore. I'm just happy to watch the unboxings. It's fun.
Nice. There you go. Everyone's saying
Yeah.
good, bro.
I would love to be able to buy a house.
Hey,
is what
yes.
I would like to
Factual. Therese spitting tonight.
do.
Therese spitting tonight.
Say you're a K-pop fan without saying you're a K-pop fan. I'm broke.
I'm broke, but I'm gonna go see IU.
Hey. Well, listen, I want to end cap this again. Major shout outs to Therese. I feel like she underestimated what she was getting into for this whole month, but I feel like, again, absolutely knocked it out of the park. So please, if you are watching this on YouTube or you're watching this on Patreon or whatever, please show her some love, because honestly, like I said, this was quite the monumental task, and I feel like she has opened my eyes to BTS, so I feel like I have to give her the flowers. So please go show
I
her
feel
some
very
love.
accomplished. I already have the serotonin levels of showing you guys BTS and you just accepting it like the loving sponges you are.
Hey, you know what? That's what this is about, honestly. Truly, like I said, I feel like our community is a very open-minded community, at least for our Discord too. Not to shill for that, but truly it's really cool to see people love genres, artists, all that sort of stuff from around the world. It's really, really sick. So please show us some, come hang out for other streams if you love K-pop, and maybe you just love BTS, I don't know, but come join us for other streams. I swear we have a good time. Our community is really rad, so it would be really cool if you could do that. As well as that, I feel like, again, we will be continuing on with BTS in some capacity. I have planned on maybe we'll do listening parties for, like, at least myself. I'll do some listening parties for the albums. I would like to kind of go through each one of them individually, so maybe at some point I'll plan it out.
Stream. We got to do a stream for Jimin's new album.
Yeah, we probably will, but I'm saying, like, other than that, maybe we'll do it. It'll be on Patreon, or it'll just be in the Discord, something like that. But yeah, I'd love to get into them. So come join us. I can't guarantee it's going to be anytime soon because we have a bunch of other groups and content we would like to get into. But
we've neglected so much during this month.
We have neglected a lot, so we are excited to do it. But yeah, join us, Discord, Patreon, all that sort of stuff. So we're gonna probably do it. So just hang out, come join us, and be really sick. For all of the regulars, come join us Wednesday. If you're not a regular, come join us anyway. We are doing wheel spins on Wednesday, which is our favorite time, is the most chaotic shit that you can think of. So come hang out and chat, get to know our crew here. But it's very fun. So I maybe like I said, I'm gonna learn some BTS stuff live on stream. So again will probably keep Patreon more notated on that. So as well as Discord. So come hang out for that. I'll be busting my ass learning some BTS choreo. So come join me for that if you feel so inclined to. But yeah, thanks so much to the army for hanging out. Again, make sure to be respectful. Make sure to do this shit. It's again
Don't
that
embarrass Army. Just yeah. I want a big shout out to Army. I love all of you guys that came in and showed your respect and shared what you loved about BTS. It's really
Yes.
fun. But try to bring the fandom together a little bit. Do what you can. We don't need to be having these wars. We need to get it together before BTS get back. Hopefully Jin will help us out with that, with his amazing, beautiful face and everything else he does amazingly.
Yes, we're excited. So yeah, thank you for joining us for the entire month. Again, this is going up on Patreon first, no cuts, but there might be some cuts for YouTube. So yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you.
Again, thank you so much, Army. It was a pleasure. Come join us for more streams. We'd love to have you. And again, have a good night, y'all. We'll see you Wednesday. Okay. Peace.
Bye, everyone.